Yeah, no, originally I was just trying to finish up some homework because most of my classes were canceled, like from Wednesday all the way up to Friday because of weather.
Same, which means that, hey, look, it's time to start. Hello,
Go ahead
everybody.
and throw an at Nick, just so he knows we're
hmm
starting.
And welcome to the 15th episode of The Ashen Wastes, where poor DM, myself, tries very hard to not murder the party, despite how clearly they ask for it. But I'm okay. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Are you ready? Would anyone like to recap what you did last time?
Lou spoke a lot.
Yes, he did. He managed to speak without hitting someone in the face.
Yes.
Backlog
The miracle of
Um,
science.
PTs on, hey, should we just knock them out and leave with all this stuff we found that just so happens to be theirs, or should we try to not get ourselves all killed in one of the latest uh, fashions of fucked up
Yeah,
by stealing somebody's shits that we didn't need to steal?
lots of money. Uh, at the end of which, the party, well, Lou, surprisingly, managed to use his paladin charisma to not smite the shit out of the people, but instead to have a surprisingly peaceful resolution and an IOU that his father would pay a grand total of almost 100,000 gold coins to pay for this impromptu shopping trip, which netted the party four portable holes, a flying carpet, a dragon-touched focus, um, some magical accoutrements for weapons, and canes, and other stuff besides. Yeah, surprisingly big payoff to a morally not ambiguous issue. Wake up after a night well spent, surrounded by your loot. I'm no one else distracting you, so you can finish your power naps. Birds awaken, screeching as they fly out of the building.
wait, we got back
Moorbounder
to
awaken.
on for us.
Did we get all the way back to Unfaras? I
Yeah, and
feel
Lou
like
ran
Yeah,
into
because
some
we met
friends at
up with
the tavern.
Oh,
Lou's buddy.
that's right. Thank you. You
Lou's
managed to
old buddy
meet up
pal.
with his old buddy in the tavern and get punched in the face by a projection of the tavern keep as he was supposed to deliver the letter to Crow, who was also a member of the Scouts, and in true Lu passion, and passion, he decided to disobey the orders, and he got decked in the face so hard he's unconscious for now. Let's cut to Sioda and Straight. Smasher that's not currently with us, but what would you two be doing after entering Anfaras and Lu kind of going off on his own, as he does, to catch up to his to other scouts?
As Lou was with his friends in the tavern, I remember Sioda tapped straight on the shoulder and told him that she was going to go meet up with what's his face? Antelon? What
Alteron.
Eltron, and catch him up to date with everything that's happened.
Okay. You would
And I
have
said I
to
was
ask
aware of
around
this,
the
so
room.
she would be fine. And that
Mhm.
I would make sure Lou didn't put himself into too much more trouble than he already was.
Ah, yes, that is exactly the moment when you would go up, you'd see him walk out of the building and then get punched into unconsciousness in the
And then
tavern
it's
keep.
like, well, I was second too soon.
Rashuda is left
See,
unsupervised.
indeed, as usual. See that you have to ask maybe one person max, as the caravan is not small and it is not inconspicuous. We're able to get a hold of it. You head over. You see the mercenaries that you had first met. as well as Alteran himself, just walking around the caravans, making sure everything's fine, handing out toys and food to the people. Lots of medical equipment being kind of passed back and forth, coins changing hands as they do. He sees you out of the corner of his eye. Merchant's eyes are keen, and it's usually very hard. And while it's hard to miss someone who's shorter than the crowd, it's easy to miss someone who's shorter than the crowd. It's hard to miss someone who has such a bright contrast in coloration as you. Manages to notice you out of the corner of his eye, and he says, "Ah, you're back. Welcome. I trust everything went well."
Yeah. Let me see. We pulled out. I don't have them on me, but we did get 5 of the shells you had asked for. I think Lou is carrying them right now, but is getting like shit faced in a tavern or something. I don't know. I left it and sit there to watch.
He blinks a few times. Well, no matter. The job was done satisfactorily, and as long as, they're in good condition, I can continue on my way. I have recovered some of my memories. Thankfully, it wasn't a significant amount of time that was taken, but rather jarring. But well, no, not you. He was quite unpleasant.
Lou?
I suppose. Yes, the
Hmm.
dwarf was quite unpleasant, but I suppose, you know, this is a business matter, and it's best to get the job done. And as for you, madam, little lady, however you prefer to be addressed, is there something you will be doing after this unexpected mission is done? Joining us to Qigong, perhaps?
Um, that was kind of my plan right now.
Hmm.
I don't know the way back to get to my original place. Um, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to figure out exactly why I was in there. I feel like there might be somebody who's expecting me there. But I'll see what the rest of the people I've been stuck with have to say about that.
Very well. In that case, he kind of turns around a bit, gestures in towards the door of his wagon. Door opens and a couple glasses and a bottle float towards him, and he turns back towards you. Uh, Toast, perhaps?
What?
Ah, right, Druid. He kind of hands you the glass. It's a very thin, stemmed wine glass, and he says, "Hold this gently."
So
He turns to the
takes
bottle, grabs it, and takes off the cork, and he pours about half, a little less than half of it, with a bright crystal red liquid, and he pours an equal amount for himself, and he gently taps his glass against yours, and to your health, and to the completion of this mission, and to your regained history, I suppose. And he drinks from the
she'll
glass.
sniff it first.
It smells lightly sweet. It has a very particular sourness to it.
It smells
And
terrible.
it tingles your nose. Drinks the whole thing. Ah,
She'll take a sip of it.
it is
Yeah.
exceedingly sour and quite pungent. Sweetness is almost completely gone when it hits your tongue, and you are left with a unique sensation of vapor in your mouth and a very strong combination of bitter and sour and something that kind of makes the back of your nostrils and your head kind of tingle a bit. It's not pleasant.
When he tilts his glass up, can I try to like pour it out when he's not looking?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Lou is done talking.
You are currently unconscious from a punch to the face.
Oh, right.
Be subtle about it.
Let's see. Hold on. Where did I put this? Where did I put that? Aha.
It's a delightful 11.
He drinks, and you kind of just look at him and just tilt quickly, like half tilt, half toss the glass to the side without dropping the glass, and then standing back up. And he's not complete face. He's not completely faced upwards as he drinks. So he's as you toss it, you just hear he kind of snort laughs and finishes a drink. I take it that was the first brush with alcohol.
It tastes fermented.
Yes, it's highly fermented. It's fruits that have been pressed and distilled and bottled up into what we call wine.
Generally, fermented foods are not safe to eat.
Normally that would be true, but
To drink.
he looks up to the side for a bit. I don't know the exact procedure behind it, but I do know that any dangerous toxins and such have been gotten rid of. So you can drink it. It is not going to. It's not going to kill you if you don't drink a lot of it. So a little bit now and then is considered acceptable socially.
Most poisons are fine to drink in small quantities.
Precisely.
Not for me, though.
He gives you a little bit of a side eye, but he leaves it at that as he kind of turns around and floats the wine bottle and the two glasses out back into his wagon. Now then, is there anything else you need? Anything I can help you with? Something you would like to see from stock? I assure you, everything's been thoroughly double-checked. There are no more living aboard merchandise. Everything is produce, some clothing, and some toys for children.
I mean, I believe you, I guess. I'll go see what is keeping Lou at this point. You probably want to actually look at the shells that I don't have on me right now. I might-
Nods gently. That would be much appreciated. So you go tapping away. Straight, what would you do after seeing Lou knocked down on the ground?
I mean, not much I can do besides try and lift up our poor the party leader, right? Yeah, we'll call him that. Okay. Well,
That was a weak party leader. There was no respect in that.
Are you gonna drag him back into the tavern, or are you just gonna kind of prop him up against the wall?
Just shake him awake, dude.
I'm asking
Sorry.
him.
Sorry, do you want me to like stand over your body and just like slap you across the face and be like, wake up?
Yeah, that would be nice.
I will rush and put a little makeup.
Guys, fade away the shake up.
So, Sioda, you come around the corner as Straight has been slapping Lou's face side to side a couple times. His cheeks are quite rosy red. Lou, make
It's
a
not from the alcohol
constitution.
either.
Make a constitution save or check, I guess. Save? Save, because paladin bonus. Oh no, you can't use your aura because you're unconscious. So save.
Shame.
Are
Can't
you
say.
attacking Lou? What'd he do?
Are you serious?
Sioda asked Straight.
So
what
he had
happened.
wound up knocked out,
Fuck.
and well, our fearless leader here needs to wake up. So, unless you have a better idea, Siona.
Is healing going to wake me up?
See, if you're asking me, then
I think you should
healer.
be muted while you're unconscious and let them do what they want to you.
No, I'm just asking the DM for myself.
No, you don't know what's gonna work. You just know you got knocked unconscious.
Well,
Did,
don't worry, the fighter's gonna fight. So
did I get damaged or was it
No, you just got knocked out.
just knocked that? Okay.
You got knocked the
just
fuck
having a
out.
very restful sleep, a little bit premature.
I mean, I can think of very funny ways to wake him up,
Please do.
but
You tell. You tell Ciota.
can I cast? Was it? No, I don't want to actually kill him. It'd be too easy to accidentally kill him right now. I wish
He's
I had
so
like I wanted to
vulnerable.
have like something really stinky.
He's so vulnerable, like a
Look,
puppy.
I'm okay with dying. Just do it if it's funny.
He wants to play the barbarian hit wizard.
No, I have a one shot kind of kill stuff
I mean,
myself.
if a slap across the face doesn't work, I mean, I can just certainly use
You could put
whatever's left in
scaring him
my
back to Alteron and let him sleep it off. But
that too. Use water. If splash the face doesn't work, then you know.
You use the funny thing, please. Use the funny thing.
I cast Cloud Kill.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Not
Are
actually.
you gonna do it for real?
No.
Oh. Say it. What are you gonna do then?
You can
I'll
just
cast Thinking Cloud, which is the baby version of Cloud Kill.
Okay, cast it.
20-foot sphere, and I'm pointing it at him.
Hmm.
Oh Jesus Christ! 20 foot. I'm caught in that.
Lou, you have to make a Constitution saving throw. With advantage because it's poison.
advantage.
It's poison. You have advantage.
Poison. Saving throw. 22.
Lou is laying down, and then Sila kind of holds out a hand. And Lou does not move. No, you succeeded. He does not react. If anything, you see a light little
Big
smile
sleeper.
across his face.
Reminds him of what he put his parents through.
Dude,
A pleasant aroma wafts over Lou's face.
I'm
Yeah, it just reminds him of what he put his parents through, right?
Lou, you are in a dream and you feel like you're back in the ruined village after Seola caused the flowers to bloom, and you're just walking across and you can smell the aroma of the flowers.
But yeah, you're smelling the roses, all right.
that
Anything
cough.
else?
That cough was
No.
real. That cough was Corona. That wasn't the stinking cloud.
Oh yeah, sure as hell wasn't Stinking Cloud. You succeeded.
I'll see Yoda. I
You
mean,
can just shank him.
certainly would have worked in any other case, but not with his. Yeah, let's bring him back.
You can just shank him if you
How do
really
you plan on
wanted to.
bringing him back to the Merchant Alteron? He's a little bit on the heavy side with his armor, although most of his other equipment and stuff have been put in the portable hole, so it's not too heavy.
Well, if I'm not carrying him, I'm dragging him, and it's one way.
I have the wildfire. Wildfire is still up. Yeah, right?
No, just put him on your cat straight.
Am I more bounder?
Whatever that thing is.
It's a more bounder. You lift Lou. It's a bit stocky. Put him on. Walk towards your more bounder, and your more bounder is like.
Oh, I don't like this either.
And it
doesn't
looks
exactly smell like
it
great
just
either.
slowly looks in the other direction.
Don't worry, I'll try to give you something later. To make up for this.
Its ears perk up slightly.
Yeah, it knows when it wants. It knows when it's receiving a gift. That's very. It'll get some. It'll get some tasty stuff.
It's still not looking at you, but the ears are perked up, and then you put Lou onto it and walk away
All right,
towards
let's
the
make this
merchant.
quick.
You head back towards the merchant, Lou snoring heavily on top of the moorbounder, and Alderan just kind of looks over. Um, I is he all right?
Oh, he's fine. He's just maybe a headache and whatever.
A headache.
See ya. Yeah.
I see. Um, hold on. And he walks back into his wagon. He comes back out with a small little burlap pouch that fits in the palm of his hand. He walks towards Lou. He's like, you might want to put him on the floor.
I'll take him off of my moorbounder then.
Alteron walks over to Lou, slightly opens the pouch, and just gently puts the very tip of the pouch against Lou's nose. And on the next time Lou breathes, he jolts awake. And Lou, you are rudely awakened by what can only be described as a massive cloud of finely ground pepper shooting up your nose. Smelling salts are not pleasant.
Ooh, no, they're not.
God damn. What? What the fuck was that? What? Ultron? What the fuck?
Hello. He's standing up perfectly, and you don't
Under
see
the
any.
long
You don't
list
see his
of
hands.
things
His hands
that
are
wake
behind
you
his
up.
back. Good. Think morning. Good morning, Master Dwarf. What was your nap? And he
Hello,
smirks
Nick.
just a little bit. Hey, welcome back.
Hey, what I
Hey,
missed?
Nick.
We shoot
A
us
little bit.
unsupervised right now.
Yeah,
Just
Oh yeah,
woken
where
up
am
a
I?
certain Lou.
that's an excellent question. Where are you?
Lou abandoned
After
his
everyone
duty.
after everyone returned to Anfaras, Lou went to the tavern to meet some other scouts. Sioda went to talk to Altaran. Straight kind of did his own thing until he went back to Lou and then found Lou unconscious. And they currently dragged Lou back to the merchant Altaran with the moorbounder. What would you be doing during this time?
Wait, do I still have the carpet or no?
Yeah, you got your carpet.
Can I go to my fellow artificer and like see what he knows about it?
Oh, the old artificer?
Yeah.
You can go over to old man Fredrickson. His
So,
office has changed a little bit because he is also the city lord now, essentially. The chief.
can I ask him like how did he rise up?
You would remember that he was the person appointed as chief after Hala had died.
So what is he doing right now?
Currently, he is in a newer building. His old PC has been expended, so he has his alchemy and other stuff on one side of the building, essentially, and then the other side you can tell is covered with papers and messy inkwells and a small wardrobe with relatively decent clothes in them. You can assume that that is his workplace, his workspace for matters involving the actual hold. So, welcome. How can I help you today?
Hello. I brought a new friend with me, and I present the carpet.
Ooh. His eyebrows go up a bit, and he grabs a little monocle. Yeah, a little monocle, and puts on his eye. What a nice specimen that is. The carpet kind of unfurls, and again, that same undulation as it stays in place in midair. Oh, I haven't seen a flying carpet in a long time, actually. Kind of walks over to it and offers a hand, which the carpet puts one of its tassels in his hand, and they shake on it. Such a well-mannered item as well. I assume you just picked it up, and what? Is it in repairs or something? Kind of looks at the carpet and picks up the corners of it, examining
Well, I was wondering what you could tell me about it. It's a fascinating
Um,
object.
it. Well, he snaps his fingers and casts the identify spell, which you recognize as you are also an artificer. Carries quite a bit of weight actually. Carries 800 pounds, flies fairly quickly, about the same speed as a horse, I believe. It's a very good item you got. He heads over to one of the bookshelves in the artificy side of the room, grabs a thicker one, which he onto the table and flips through the pages. Before stopping at one. Magic flying carpets are rather rare and difficult to make, especially nowadays. They tend to have a personality on their own. The longer they've been around, the more pronounced the personality is. So they usually don't graduate beyond a sense of adolescence, essentially. They follow orders telepathically, though they cannot speak to the owner, they can understand, and that's about it.
Why are they so difficult to make?
I mean, if I knew, it wouldn't be difficult to make.
But what did you mean, especially now?
Any information about making magical items has been greatly suppressed due to the fact that most information has been destroyed after the Great War. So really, stuff like this has been long lost, and we would have to rely on scouts or some other mercenaries to go adventuring in the old ruins and try to find, magical item blueprints and manuals and such like that. Many old relics have been lost since the war, so
Like the
any
library of Zazendria.
libraries of
Out
what? Sorry.
out, out of character. Is there like an library of Alexandria in this universe?
Um, you don't know that.
I don't.
You don't.
Just ask if there is a library or something.
Can I make a history check?
You don't.
You don't.
Sure.
Automatically failed, not pass though.
It's just you don't know.
Can
There are
I not have heard a
libraries,
legend?
but there are libraries, but there are no places that you are aware of that can be considered a master library that has the knowledge of pretty much every other library.
Like, there's no legends I've heard of it being burned down or anything.
Again, even from what I can glean, understand of your character, Meshuda would not have been extremely preoccupied with legends, more with the way I've been ruling it and the way I've been giving you information. Your researcher talent has been more aimed towards materials and their origin, some knowledge such as architecture, but myths would not be in your realm of expertise. But materials, architecture, and biology, you would be more well read on. There's only so much you can learn, and only so much of what you learn you can remember.
Because I don't even remember being born.
Precisely. Now, if you had keen mind, that would be different because that's as a feat that specifically helps with
What's
your memory.
keen mind?
But it's a feat. You can get it at level.
So, like, did we level up at all from
No.
No.
We're getting there. Don't worry. But for now, no.
Well, I'll get a feat soon. I know because I think next level we can like get a feat if we choose so.
Level 12. It's a feat or an ASI. Right now, you're still level 10.
Got it. Wait, I thought I was level 9 right now.
Level 10. Your character sheet also says you're level 10.
Okay, so I asked Frederson, is there anywhere I could find such information nowadays? I doubt that they've all been destroyed.
Well, certainly not all of it. There's always, like I said, there's ruins of the old empire all over, and there's bound to be some information, books and the like that have survived. It's still one of the biggest, you know, individuals such as myself often hire scouts and the like to go and explore ruins to find any clues, but more often than not they turn up empty-handed because if you really wish to find such information, it hasn't already been found, it would be in the ruins which are the most dangerous, so most people don't want to go there. Other than that, I would imagine Celestina might, as they're one of the largest, I think, remaining actual dwarven holds, especially considering that they're one of the few ones that's still mostly, or at least partially, above ground. Other than that, uh, the old capitals, maybe. They call them the Four Thrones now. It's the old capital of the Dwarven Empire, so if anything, information would most likely be there. And if not, then back to square one, sorry.
Well, are there any ruins that have
Anything
been,
else?
are there any ruins that have been frequently investigated that's, well, since now I'm a scout, I can investigate for you?
I, I would not know. I haven't really had a need for excavation missions, and quite honestly, I've been a little too busy with managing the place to really worry about increasing my research. I can only do so much, and I am rather old already, so it is fine. But yes, I'm assuming your scout organization would probably have information or leads, or could lead you or have a mission for you, but I've no clue.
One more thing. Pull out my necklace. Could you tell me about this?
Very well. Necklace, you said?
The Iset Kaon?
Zet Kirun. Snaps his fingers again, reads it, identifies it. Well, this is certainly one of the old relics. It's rather crude, actually. Essentially, you can use it to summon an ally that will work for you for 3 hours total. If it has not been destroyed, after 3 hours it will revert to this form, and even if it is destroyed, it will also revert to this form. Aha! The creature has returned to the amulet. It cannot turn into that creature again until 36 hours have passed. So it is a nice little assurance if you ever need heavy lifting done, or if you require an ally in combat to protect you, or, make a distraction. Stuff like that. And he hands it back to you.
Is there any way to amplify it?
Oh, goodness. Did his book again. Flips through more pages. Honestly, I am an alchemist. I don't really work with magic items that much. And flips through another chunk of pages. I do not have such knowledge. I'm sorry. It's not my area of expertise.
No worries. I apologize for wasting your time.
Oh, you're fine. It's nice to have visitors. And it's just, you know. But anyways, if there's nothing else, I wish you a good day. He goes back to his, putting the massive book away and going back to the other side of the building where all his papers are, and sitting down and scribing upon them.
Do you need any assistance?
Not right now, thank you. I have my own assistants. Right now they're on their lunch break.
And a good day to you, sir.
A good day to you as well.
And I head to Alteron.
This is the
Names it-
point where Lou would you get the wonderful view of Alteron kneeling down next to Lou, shaking something in front of his nose, and then standing up quickly and hiding the whatever he had, as Lou stutters and splutters awake from a very nasty smell.
What the heck happened?
Oh, joy. Look who's here.
I thought you were supposed to keep watch of me.
To
Luke
be
got
honest,
confused and knocked
I
himself out.
rather you just
It's great.
disappear.
Do I have my spell slots back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself as a joke.
Oh boy. Meshuda snaps your fingers. Visible.
Okay, Ultron, how many shells did you need? Because we have 5 of them.
I had asked for as many as possible. 5 would be the absolute minimum for such objects.
Okay.
And your friend, the other here, informs me that you indeed have 5.
Yeah, we have 5, but let me just get them. Just pull out the portable hole and pull out the shells one by one and give them to Ultron. These are the shells we managed to get.
Hmm.
Are they like acceptable? Are they enough? Also, do you have any way of telling me how much item is worth if I give it to you? Or can you just?
Within reason, yes. Merchants are, well, merchants are, how do I put this? Merchants are trained from a young age and are expected to be able to identify an object, not magically, of course, unless we have the ability, but we understand how to evaluate an item's worth after, without interacting with it too much. So, within reason, I can give a good quote. Did you find something interesting while you were hunting these creatures?
You could say that, and I take out the dragon touched sphere and show it to Ultron. I want to know how much this thing is worth.
He leans forward a little bit and kind of squints as he looks at
Can
it.
I whisper in Nameless's ear?
Go ahead.
Tell him about our debt. I say as I'm still invisible.
Tell him about our death. Did I
It's
get
not
that
our
right?
debt. It's his
Yeah.
debt.
Okay.
Right.
Shoo. I'm doing
Our
something.
debt.
Shoo.
By the way, where's the orb? I forget. Like, it's in a box, right?
Oh, the orb? Yes, it's in a stone crate.
Can I check on the
Lou,
orb?
you can certainly check on the massive stone block it's entombed within.
Okay.
Straight.
I'll
You
come back to that.
show. You show the dragon touched focused to the merchant Alteran, and he squints at it. It's an interesting orb, definitely magical in origin. The carvings are reasonably well done, depicting a dragon, though I can't say for sure what type it is.
I don't know if
Where
it
did you find it?
helps or not, but the lady that we get we got this from said they found it in some dragon's hoard or something, or it was once part of a dragon's hoard, something like that.
I see. He does not seem to buy that as he looks at it. I mean, what does it do? Have you attuned to it, identified it on your own time? Do you have
Yeah,
any
yeah.
idea?
It gives me abilities depending on what kind of dragon it has been depicted,
Mhm.
and this one does this stuff. It has a hold person and a cold spell, and every time that I do uh, elemental type of damage, it makes
Mhm.
it do more damage.
Interesting. Um. Well, since it is obviously magical, and since it apparently helps you with your magic, I could see it going for maybe. If I was selling it normally after finding it in ruins, I assume you could sell it for maybe 65,000. The,
Hmm.
the the proper price would probably be 50,000, and if you were to engage in bargaining, haggling, you know, I could see the price dropping down to 40. The value of it mostly comes from the fact that this is indeed a magical focus, as you've stated, and if it helps enhance your powers, then yes, it actually is quite valuable for spellcasters. Such things are exceedingly rare. I don't know about dragons' hordes or anything like that, but I can imagine it would be worth a decent amount of gold.
So, uh, do you think maybe we can sell this in that fancy place we are going?
Oh, you wish to put this up in the Qigong auction? I assumed you would
If
want to keep such a thing for yourself.
if you can sell it for 60,000, yes, I will definitely want to put it up for sale.
Well, if you're entirely certain of it, and he holds a hand out for the orb.
Here you go. Just remember, uh, nothing less than 60,000, or don't sell it.
That's not how auctions work. Um, then he goes and takes one of the larger bags around his waist and gently puts the orb inside and he closes it around it. It's not a bag of holding. You clearly see the bag bulges as it's closed around the orb, and you can hear a sound of it kind of colliding against other objects inside.
But you gave him the orb, the one that you found.
We didn't
The one that
found
you
it.
found, yes. The one you found, yes.
We stole.
Totally found it.
The
Yes.
one we stole.
We
At least you're being
bargained.
honest.
The one we bargained for.
Yeah.
He's basically trying to come up with ways to uh, make enough money to pay that guys before his father
Instead
has
of,
to.
not buying the massively expensive thing, he buys it, puts his dad forces his dad to foot the bill, and then says, maybe I should earn back some money so that he can, pay off his debt. It's fucking ridiculous.
He's like that. He does something that says, "Yeah, that what was
It's so
very, very, very
good.
smart of me to do."
Maybe I wasn't being very bright. Lou, I have to ask, what's your intelligence score? It's a
That's
Not
a very good
14.
question.
not very high. I Yeah, it's
I am
14.
going to I feel like I have to forcibly reduce your intelligence score to match how you're playing this character.
How much do you want me to reduce it?
I'll think about it.
Roll a
Oh,
d4.
I was gonna say roll a d6. But anyways,
Lou, are you okay?
God damn it. Yeah.
Nemos, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I
Just
hope so.
sometimes it happens. Be
Yeah.
careful, guys, when you go outside. Wear your
indeed,
masks. Not
please,
fun. It's not
please.
fun.
But anyway, Lou, you hand Alteran the orb, and he takes it and gingerly puts it in a bag. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, we have also some of this stuff. Do you want any of these? We have flail snail shells, a couple of
Well, of
diamonds.
course, I want the shells.
No, tentacles, not shells.
Oh,
I already gave you the shells.
Bespoke.
indeed. Let's see.
We have these
Tentacles.
tentacles. We have glass shards they left behind,
Hmm. hmm.
and we have these metal claw accessories. We're just gonna get
I.
take 8 of them. You can have the 4 that are left.
Hmm. You're showing him all the stuff, and he's like, "Well, the shells themselves are actually in very good condition.
Oh, really? One of them was hurt a bit, but Sioda did a little bit of mending, so we were
Hmm.
worried a bit.
Oh, well, if you have such magic, then it would certainly work. He looks over all of them again more carefully. I don't see where such magic was placed, so it works, which is good. So, let me tell you a little trade secret. These shells, and he
Mm-hmm.
taps one of them, are actually worth very little comparatively. Where they shine is that they can be repurposed and forged, technically, into certain types of armor and clothing. That is where the value lies. So if we can hurry to Qigong, I think we have maybe a week. No, a little more than a week to get there. If we can hurry, which was the plan anyway, and then if I can get a reputable smith to work on the shells, we should be able to get them finished in time for the auction. If not, I can still sell them as this. They'll just earn a little bit less, but that's still worth quite a bit. The tentacles themselves, I don't see how they'd be worth much. They could go on auction as curiosities, novelty items, and the like.
Mm-hmm.
But no, the shells and the orb will definitely be the most important factors at the auction. Um,
So
make a
we had the shells priced at 10,000 each. How much do you think we can get out of them if we can find someone to make armor out of them?
oh well. The thing about that, there I have a friend who would be willing to do that for me. Um, basically, hold on. There we go. There is You could probably sell the shells for upwards of 15,000. The thing that makes it the shells worth less is the fact that they have to be reforged in order to be useful, which costs money. I have people in Qigong who owe me several favors, and this would clear up their favors, and again, should very well get me just enough money with the finished products to retire. So, yes, uh, there's a little bit of finesse that needs to be taken, but it is entirely doable.
Okay then, let's just hurry to the place we have to go. Just before we go, can I have the orb back? I will give it back to you. Just wanna make sure that we have the right item. I want to show it to Fredrickson and make
Of
it
course.
yeah.
Certainly. He takes it out. I'm more than glad for you to double check with an artificer.
Yeah.
Well, an official one anyway. He looks at Meshuda, no offense. So please.
I'm invisible.
Oh, right. Right. Visible. However, you all very clearly hear "Boom." Something hits stone, and you look back. You don't see anyone, but you do notice a large chunk of stone has been brute force carved out of the massive stone box that was housing the orb.
God damn it. Mashuda, what the fuck are you doing?
Stay silent.
Mashuda, do you really want to piss me off right now?
If I walk over to that stone box or whatever, and if I at any point bump into Mashuda, let me know. But I want to look inside the hole
Mhm.
that's there and see if the orb's still in it.
That's a good question. Yeah. No other way
You
a
walk
theoretical
over.
observer.
You do not bump into Meshuda, but you walk over and you look in the hole. It's not like a hole all the way to the bottom, but it is like a large chunk of stone has been torn out of a massive 5-foot cubic box of rocks. Um, you don't see into it. You just there's a hole there. Actually,
So it's not a big enough hole to breach the cavity inside the box.
No,
Okay.
because the orb itself is like maybe 5 centimeters in radius or diameter.
Really?
I
Just that
actually I
small?
think I said it was. I think I said it was like. Yeah,
It's
no,
the size
it's
of
like
someone's
10
head, I thought.
centimeters diameter. What?
I thought you said it was
Three of
supposed to be like the size of someone's head.
Oh
Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah.
My
You said
head.
that.
I
You did
have the
say that. Yeah.
information. Let me grab my notes. Hold on.
Hold on, so
Um,
Mashuda didn't reach the orb?
no, it's not breached.
You
Oh,
did
here it
it.
is. It's not 5 centimeters. It's 5 inches in radius. So it's slightly less than a foot in radius. That's why it was yeah. So no, it's a foot diameter, slightly less than a foot diameter sphere inside of a 5-foot cube of stone. So there's like sorry, yeah, no, there's like 4 feet at least of rock on all sides of the cube of the orb.
So it's
So there is
basically
no breach.
5 feet thick of rock because I wanted to prevent
What you
anybody
said.
from being able to scry on it.
Yes, you did a 5-foot thing of rocks, round foot, slightly less than a foot
Wasn't the
diameter
dent?
sphere.
Wasn't the dent 5 feet though?
The dent you made like half of a foot gouge max. No, not even like a couple inches. Like you hit pretty hard. You
That's
got a small
solid
chunk of rock
stone.
off.
That's impressive still. Yeah.
Especially with a really shitty roll.
But my
Um,
question is, what did you hit it with?
That is
Hands.
also a good question.
Mashuda,
No, not your hands. You have
What else would you hit it with?
you have a crowbar. Don't Yeah, you do. You have a crowbar.
Why would I use that on a box that has no
You have a
opening?
crowbar. You have a hammer.
I do have a hammer.
Pittons. Yeah, you have a hammer. You have a hammer.
Sioda, is the orb
And
intact?
pittons.
We
well,
can't
he
tell. I
didn't
don't
get
think.
remotely close enough to
Yeah,
touch
there's
it,
a decent chunk.
but
So look, basically what happened was the strength check was low on. So Ashley's strength is high enough that she could realistically probably break the box, not in half, but get a huge chunk of it off. But the strength check was so low, it's like you took off a couple inches worth of stone. You didn't take off like a lot.
Sioda, can you do me a favor? Can you
Not
put
do the thing.
uh, can you put the box in your portable hole, because I can trust that orb with you to be safe. And
I'm the only one who can use it.
You know, by denting it, now if anyone else is trying to find this orb, they can scry on it now, right? There's a breach in the. It's not 5 foot thick anymore.
you can mend it, right? Do you have mending?
I can repair it. I don't think I can mend something more than an inch thick,
You can shape the stone
but
back. Like you can shape the stone.
It's
Like
I could.
the
But
limit
I
of
just hope
mending
that no one did it
is.
right now. Um. Can I use stone shape to? Because we don't really need to build this box back. We can just put it in the hole, and the hole's a portable. I
Mhm.
don't know if
yeah,
Theoda knows
yeah. I
this.
mean, like, but
I don't know
wouldn't
how.
shaping
I don't
it?
know how much Theoda knows about
Mending
scrying shit.
Mending specifies that as long as a break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you can mend it. So yes, you can mend the box. It's a chunk of rock that's off, so you just take the chunk of rock, put it back on the divot, mend it back together. It's new.
Since it's kind of possible to scry now that there's a dent, can I try and make an Arcana check?
Sure. Sure. While Sioda's casting the spell, since it takes a little
Do I
bit.
do this with do I do this with advantage? Because I remember like didn't I have like a link or something with this orb?
No, you just get it. It's an action to unlock it for you. Uh, you do not feel the orb in any way. It's just a bunch of rock.
I feel suspicious.
Sure you do. Also, you can set your roles back to public roles. You don't have to do private GM ones anymore. So yes. Anyone else after this?
I would
Interesting.
go ahead and put my portable hole down right next to the box, and start trying to push the box into the hole and make it fall into the hole.
Yep.
I don't think I'm big enough to pick it up. But
I'm
just push
gonna go and help Sioda.
I'm gonna help
Sioda,
Sioda.
are you in need of some
I'm
help
right there.
Everyone,
got
let's help
it.
Sioda. Sioda starts pushing the rock into her portable hole, and everyone instantly springs forth to help her push it in.
Even
And
though I'm invisible.
I feel
No
pain.
one wants
yes,
that
everyone
fucking
jumps
box
in.
around.
Well,
Everyone step.
at least two.
Okay,
Everyone that is seen.
you guys just pack up if you need to pack up. I'm just gonna go with uh, what was his name? I'm gonna go see the chief, the new chief, Fredrickson.
Old
I'm
man Fredrickson.
I'm gonna go see Chief Fredrickson, and I will see you at the gate. Uh, See you then. And
Altron begins calling over his caravan, and they start packing things up finally and getting ready to leave.
uh,
Can we see the eye again in the desert? I'm trying to remember.
Lou just uh, gets on Wildfire and goes to Fredrickson's office. Is he in the chieftain office or is he in
It's
his
so
office?
the essentially city hall was burnt down in the attack. So he's using his artificy building, his alchemy building. It's just been expanded to include his other, duties as chieftain, essentially. Yeah.
Okay.
Ah,
Then I'll
hello,
go
young
there.
man. Welcome back. Welcome back. Pardon the mess. And there's papers everywhere, and just kind of scratching his head as he's reading over one. Is there anything I can help you with?
Hello, Fredrickson. How are you? I hope
Very busy, unfortunately.
uh, better than being under attack, I guess.
Yes, that is very true. And he looks up from the paper and looks at you. Is there anything I can help you with, sir?
Yes,
Mr. Dwarf?
I have this particular item. I want you to maybe take a look at it. Uh,
Of course, of
and
course.
I take the
Puts it
orb
over
out.
there, and he points towards a empty counter. Just place it there. I'll be with you in a second.
I place it there, and the person that gave me this said something about this being part of a dragon's horde sometime. I don't know. I just want to make sure uh, the money I
Just
spend
stops
on
reading,
the
and he
money
looks at
I
you.
the money I spend on it is was fair, and I didn't spend too much on it.
A dragon's horde.
Yes, said something about being
Um,
part of a dragon's horde once.
hmm, I see. Interesting. He puts the stuff down, kind of hobbles over, cracks his knuckles, casts a spell. Uh, Interesting item. Uh, huh. um. So it is a magical focus that allows the wielder to experience increased potency with certain types of spells. In this case, fire-based spells, and also allows you access to, I think, ice magic and something else. Something in the enchantment school. Interesting. Um, Definitely rare. Ian looks at it. Definitely interesting engravings. I don't imagine have it recorded, but I suppose. And he pulls the massive book out, poof, on the counter, flips through pages for a couple minutes. No, I don't. He turns the orb around to get a look at it from all angles. I have no clue what that is. I think it might be a symbol or an emblem of some sort. Beyond, of course, just representing a dragon's face, I think it might actually have some sort of other meaning. I just, I really do not have as much knowledge as people seem to think I do. Anything else? Oh, right. As for whether or not it was in a dragon's hoard, I cannot tell you that. You would need a sufficiently magically accomplished individual,
Do you think we can
a
find
cleric
someone like that
or a
in
wizard.
Qigong?
In Qigong,
Yes.
that's the Drow Den, I believe,
Yes.
just east of us. E- Yes, the Qigong is as one of the more important Drow Dens, especially one of the largest allied dens. They would have many priestesses that would possibly be able to help you with the spell you seek. I am not entirely sure what it's called. Yes, any cleric, priestess, wizard, well-trained wizards that have, practiced their craft. I think individuals with the type of bardic magic might, given their proclivity in collecting stories and spreading tales. So any of those individuals might be able to help you, but I myself do not have such ability.
That's it. Uh, I have a question for you.
Hmm.
Do you have enough fund for rebuilding the city?
Rebuilding? Oh, yes, it's mostly done. The only issue was sealing up the tunnels, but we managed that. Although we have left one open because it was in the plans to expand excavation for more resources. There's always the need for more resources. But no, we're fine other than that.
Be careful down there. There
Of
are
course,
dangerous
of
creatures down
course.
there. And
And thankfully, after you've left, Sir Crow managed to bring in more scouts. You might have met them when you entered, so
yes, one of them
hopefully
was
more individuals should be coming through here.
Yes, one of them was an old friend of mine. You are in good hands. The cleric was a good is a good friend of mine. He trained with me at Celestina. He knows what he's doing. And if
Lou,
at
as you're talking, you notice he's kind of nodding his head, and as you keep talking, after a little while, you notice that his eyes are slowly drooping as he's just nodding along to the story.
and
Initiative.
if you have any need
Okay
for
then.
Are we rolling for
initiative,
initiative? All right.
No, we're not.
Sorry.
Okay, let's
if
roll for
Noobs.
initiative, everybody.
if you ever need help from me or scout organization, you know how to get to me. And with that, I will say
I don't think
goodbye
you
to
need a
you,
roll.
and I hope you never need my help.
I don't even know how I actually like that button.
His eyes were kind of
That was
drifting
my
off a little bit, and as he finished, he blinks more with a little bit of forces. Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done, truly. I I wish you the best on your continued missions. Oh goodness, if you don't mind, I think I'll have a bit of a lie down.
Yes,
And he
I
goes
think
upstairs.
that's a good idea. Take care now.
Did Lou just bore him to death?
Day.
No,
He's an old man.
he was like that.
He's an old man, so he's gonna find the time to sleep one way or another.
He's a very stressed out old man.
And I just,
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't already find him asleep to begin with.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he was much more lively earlier.
Barely.
Then I just, after I'm done with that, I'm just gonna go to the place we said we are gonna meet up.
Yeah, where are we, by the way? Where are the
The
three of
front,
us?
the entrance to Anfaras hold as he prepared to leave across the wastes once more.
So what's our destination?
gonna Cleon.
Chikan.
Xiong.
Not the
Qigong.
Klingon, not the Klingon.
Xiong.
Or
Yeah,
Changchi.
He,
unfortunately,
Or
spaceships haven't been
Changchi.
invented yet.
Like I used to say it.
it's Qigong.
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 It's not Klingon, it's Qigong.
Qigong.
Yeah, I'm not going to my
Qigong.
buddy's place.
It's okay, you have all your mercenary friends with you.
Hey, Trumbar. Trumbar, I
Uh,
forget. Did we see that eye thing in the desert?
no, I had flashed it because you guys were talking about what could go wrong, and I was like, remember that half the party's still cursed.
A lot of
It's
things
just
can
it's
go
It's
just
just
wrong.
Lou.
it's just Namos and
Lou's the
Umia
only
that
one
were
in
cursed, right?
Half the
No,
party.
no, it's me and Sioda and
Straight wasn't close.
So
I
this-
got
I didn't go
cursed, but
anywhere
I
near
got
that
cured
shit.
Yeah,
Straight
allegedly
does
Straight
not
didn't
by.
curse.
touch me. I
allegedly.
am not
We don't
cursed.
know if you are.
He wasn't even in the wagon.
We
He
don't know
wasn't
if
in
you
the
are
cart
cured or
either,
not.
but
Anyway, you
I wasn't
all
cursed. I just
begin
was a little open, right?
your newest, maybe a week and a half, 2 week trek. You could push it to 1 week. Cross the Ashen Wastes once more as you head to Qigong.
My question
Yeah,
is,
Tarumbar, am I
can I
able
cast?
to? Oh, sorry.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry.
Bad.
Let Umnia go first. She did talk first.
Could I wanted to cast like enhance ability, like full strength on like whatever's pulling the carts to see if they could pull them faster.
That would definitely help.
Okay. Then I would cast it. How many things are pulling the cart?
Several.
Okay. I'll give two. I'll give two of the buff.
Alright, I'm gonna talk.
Like I said.
Mashuda is going to talk to Sioda.
Okay, hold on. Straight, what did you want to say?
Let's see. Could I also try to? Are we resupplying with this caravan or somewhere else? But I can also try and find something for a certain moorbounder. Is owed.
Are you
If
asking
you
me?
Alteron does not carry any specific food or such for pets or mounts. Anfaras doesn't really either. So there's nothing specific you could give to the Moorbounder at this time.
I was just wondering. But
Yeah, Anfaras is
resupply,
more of a
biggest one.
Yeah, Anfaras is more of a midway point for a lot of travelers because it's in a relatively safe zone. And it's also kind of isolated because it's not near the
It's a little
coast.
checkpoint area, basically.
Yeah, it's closest to a lot of it's close to a lot of roads, and it's just kind of in the middle of the wastes. That being said, everyone pick an nameless pick a number from 1 to 4.
Jesus. 1, 2, 4. 4.
And then, okay, type the number in the general thing so I can just keep track of it in the Discord.
Okay,
Nick,
number.
issue that. Pick a number from 1 to 4 that isn't Lou's number.
What was it? Ian.
1 to
He picked
3.
4. You
Alright.
get 1 to 3. A number from 1 to 3.
Take 2. By the way, what do I roll to conversate?
You just conversate. It's RP.
Yeah, don't
Roleplay.
Don't need to do that.
Straight,
You don't need to
straight
roll.
1 or 1.
You
Wait,
have to do that,
sorry.
though.
3.
Issue that.
Got 2.
Issue that. Please write. Okay, thank you. So 4 and a 2. Straight 1 or 3.
Let's see. I'll go with 3.
Okay, match. Sioda or 1.
That is number 1.
We'll pick
That is
1.
number 1.
Huh.
It's 1
Okay.
or negative 1.
Meshuda. Roll. D20.
So it just that's in the thing, right? Okay.
Roll a D20. Yeah, it's at the bottom. When you go to the left side of the screen, you see all the icons. At the bottom of that, there's a little dice tray. Yay! 14. Okay. First day of travel. Nothing happens. In fact, very pleasant day all around. You managed to make it a little bit further than you expected. Yay.
Mashuda's just talking to Ciota, having fun.
Yes. Is there any... You want to role play right now, or are you just saying you're talking to her?
Ciota, are you up to roleplay at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit, I gotta play D&D, not roleplay.
Man,
I think that was the first time ever someone asked someone if you are okay with role playing.
I mean,
In the
I don't
middle of a
want to.
D&D
I don't
session.
want to make anyone uncomfortable by like, hey, you talk to me now. Like,
yeah. It's D&D. Consent
Do
is
you want
key.
something,
D&D
Machida?
Who'd have thought?
well, I just wanted to talk. So what so have you been enjoying the cloak I gave you?
It's neat. Do you want to look at the box or something?
Well, no, I did have a question. Did have a question though. I remember when we first discovered the orb. You and Lou seemed disturbed by it. Why?
Well,
I wonder why.
I remember, and I'm assuming he also saw it, but
What?
there was this weird vision that happened. It was some weird creature. I've never seen anything like it. I couldn't describe it, but after that, I forget exactly.
You think we're
I
being
remember I
watched?
couldn't hear anything correctly for a few hours after that.
By the way, are they still cursed?
You don't know.
Remember?
One of these things is not like the other.
But
So Mashuda looks at Ciota and says, "Do you think we're being watched?"
I'm wary of it because I feel like magical things like that don't exist for no reason.
I'm making an
I
Arcana check on Ciota.
Sure.
Would that be Arcana or Insight?
It would be Arcana if you're trying
If
to
you
detect a magical thing.
If you think I'm lying, it's insight.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Arcana.
There's a hint of Yeah, there's a hint of magic around Sioda that seems to be different from her normal druid magic thing. Normally, it's like a pleasant aura of magic because druid magic is nature magic, and nature magic is comforting to most
And
creatures.
she's also a hybrid of things, so that kind of gives off the magic.
I'm telling you that there is the druid magic that you usually register. This time you registered a little bit extra magic, but you know, normal Arcana check isn't going to tell you anything like super special. It's just saying, oh hey, there's a little bit of magic here that doesn't seem to fit in with the rest of your aura.
You do have this, seem to have some sort of other aura along with your own.
Which is why I'm trying to take this a little bit more seriously, I think.
Who says I wasn't taking this seriously?
Everyone.
You tinting it and possibly exposing us to it again.
I didn't hear what
I'm
Ciota said
curious
over
about
Straight's laughing.
Sorry, no, that was me.
you denting the box and possibly exposing us to whatever is inside of it, or letting somebody who's trying to find it just be able to sense it if they're scrying for it.
I'm only trying to help. I remember I was the only one that was able to open the dang thing.
Does anyone? I think you're the only one who wanted to open it.
I thought
What?
you and Lou tried as well.
You know what? You're right. I take it back. But
Not that.
yeah,
I was about to say Lou was really curious about it, then yeah.
Then he got whacked in the head, and now he's like, oh no.
I don't know. After opening it that first time, I feel like it was a mistake, and it's just a little bit too risky. Um,
You still carry it though.
I do. It's in a pocket dimension.
Fascinating thing
It's
about it,
not
isn't it?
because whatever was in there, I feel like whoever would want it wouldn't have good intentions.
It is true. However, we need to guard it closely. Doing it with Alteron was a bit risky.
No, leaving it with anybody could have been risky.
We're all together. We
Giving
can.
it to one person would be risky.
Never said me. Why? Why do you always assume I'm so selfish?
Because you steal things.
You, you know what I've had to live through every day?
No,
My species isn't highly respected, as you've seen. I like lean back on the carpet, lay down.
I haven't really seen that. I've seen your kind before. They've passed through my cave a few times when I was growing up. I never really interacted.
My kind isn't favored by many. We
Mhm.
struggle to survive. Most of us are left for dead. I steal because I feel like I have to. But I met you, and
I don't see you steal things you need to survive. I haven't seen you steal food or water. I've seen you steal
I have rations.
money. I've seen you steal things you thought would benefit you in ways more than survival does.
How do you survive?
On my own. Occasionally that does mean
Getting
benefiting
trapped?
by taking things.
Does that mean getting trapped?
Maybe. I don't remember how I got there.
Remember what happened before it?
No.
Birth,
I
anything?
assume I didn't have this huge plan to wind up there, but I I had never been above ground before that.
Remember your birth, anything?
I remember growing up. From what I understand, most things don't remember getting born.
Well,
But
I don't remember ever having a childhood.
I want to say my memory fades a few weeks before waking up in that box.
Well, hey, you're not alone anymore.
That's probably the most. That's probably the biggest thing I'm the least familiar with.
I as well, but at, at least we all have each other now, so we'll figure it out together.
Maybe. If I had the chance of going home right now, then I would take it. But as of right now, I might as well figure out the mystery of this situation and hope it leads me that path.
Well, if I had a home to go to, I would. You're lucky, Siona. Very similar, you and I, except you've been given more than I have.
I mean, if you say that, I don't know what you have, but you have a lot of fancy gizmos and look smart. You can't really compare two people's situations, but
Thank you.
Okay. Next leg of the trip. Straight. 80-20.
Oh boy, here we go. Wait, did Umnia roll anything?
Not yet. A 4. Oh, roll me a d8.
Yeah,
Oh no.
there it is.
What did you do?
I don't know.
What
But
did you do?
I really like 4s apparently.
You pass by a copse of dead trees. Ancient, fossilized trees. No leaves on them. Towering trunks that scale up to the sky. It's
Ooh.
easily 30 minutes to an hour, and you're still not completely past them. They're on either side of the road. And as you look around, you can hear a rustle amongst the ash and a faint growling noise. The party has a relatively decent passive perception scores. You hear a very faint growling noise.
y'all hear that?
Anybody else hear that?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we're watched out here, especially after what we found to begin with, but
Can Ciota like do a parkour ninja move to like jump out of the window, grab onto this roof of the ceiling, and like jump on top of one of the carts?
I mean, what's the okay, so your skills have a passive score in a light gray. What's the passive acrobatics for you?
Acrobatics is 15.
You can swing yourself over and land on top of the wagon with no issue.
Giving a look out to see if I see anything or the source of the growling.
I would like you to roll for perception as you look and peer more closely. Damn. 20's teasing. You heard the noise, but it seemed to have faded farther away. You don't notice anything nearby.
What's going on, Sioda? Are we in danger? Do you see
I
anything?
heard something, but I don't see any source of it. Y'all heard
Yeah,
it too, right? That growl?
yeah, I heard that. I was just about to ask you to maybe look out for it because you apparently are good at it, but I guess it was nothing.
Must
But
have been the wind.
must
But
have been the must have been the wind. But in
how
case
big is the caravan like group we're traveling with right now? Like,
Um, for four largish wagons and a couple smaller ones that are attached to them for like tents and such.
do I see? Because like, are we passing by like the giant tree trunk right now?
There, you're in a forest of fossilized dead trees.
Okay. Um. Okay. I'd stay up on the top section there and be actively keeping an eye out as we move. Um.
Mhm.
And if it's possible for me to hold the action, if I see anything come out, then I want to cast fog cloud on it.
Pass. You stay alert and careful. Look around either side of the wagon. You're closer to maybe the middle now, so you're able to get a decent view. And then, right as you look towards the end of the wagon chain, the caravan, you do see a couple sleek shadows low to the ground, prowling between the trees and getting closer to the rearmost wagon.
What did I miss?
Would cast fog cloud on those people.
You
Possible.
cast fog cloud so that it is like pretty much directly behind the wagon, or like on where you see them.
On where I see them. There's a range of
Okay.
120 feet
Mm-hmm.
to cast it, and it's a 20-foot sphere.
You push your hand forward, call upon your druidic magics, and with that whisper of magical words, send forth towards that place an intent. And you see from the origin point an expanding balloon of thick smoke, fog, really, which it is, explode outwards and fill in that area. People in the back of the wagon kind of like, whoa. And the one that was that was on the back of the wagon and was actually looking around as well, but in the opposite direction, noticed the smoke appearing and was like, whoa. That alerts some of the other ones, which starts a chain reaction of people on the wagons preparing bows and arrows. They look around.
I will use this up.
What did I miss? It was gone for like a minute.
Lou is ready
I saw
to.
movement on those by that area pointing towards where I cast fog cloud. There's a big flume of fog.
Lou draws his sword and readies his shield. And there is that satisfying ting of his shield, and he's ready to. He holds the action to attack anything that comes near the
Okay.
caravan.
Would we have had a long
You
rest on this top of my
Monsieur, does
you
the
had a
same with the
long
light
rest from the
crossbow.
first part of the trip because the first part of the trip was no difficulty at all. So yes, you would have gotten the benefits of a long rest. So if you had spent any spell slots, you
when I
get them
use
back.
this?
Oh wait,
Okay.
what?
All as well.
So, so, what exactly did I miss? Like, there's just like some sort of threat coming.
Allegedly.
Okay, Monsieur just gonna ready her light crossbow.
Hmm?
And hold an action.
You notice several of the other uh, hired mercenaries are also preparing bows and crossbows and swords and shields for the melee-oriented members of the group.
Can I ready 2 weapons
And
or just one?
you can ready one.
Okay, so I'll just stick with the light crossbow.
Yeah. Um, and you instantly have, obviously one of the members kind of quietly, surprisingly, runs up to the front uh, and signals to each of the drivers that they need to slow down silently, just using sign language. Luckily, you notice right in front of you there's a decent-sized clearing, and so the wagons begin to circle themselves in the clearing, and everyone prepares themselves with bated breath as the noises, the growling, and the rustling along the ground becomes louder as you all wait. Is there anything else you all would like to do as you, again, you can hear very clearly there is noise coming from the forest. Is there anything specific you would like to do?
Can I summon my Eldritch Cannon?
Yes, you certainly can.
Great. Where's the thing?
How close
Lou,
is am I to Ciota in this formation?
I will have you relatively close. It's a little dark because the trees themselves are massive and they cast large shadows. So pretty quickly, a couple of the people bring a bunch of dead sticks and twigs and trunks and throw them into a pile in the middle and start a bit of a bonfire situation, so you have better visibility, so that there's less shadows immediately around you. Um, which of course does cause a column of smoke go up the sky.
Ciota, do you have any idea what's out there?
Hey,
Any-
how do I build my Eldritch Cannon again? Do I have to use a spell slot now or later?
I wasn't able to get a good view of it. I just saw shapes.
Not sure how many either.
Did I get a glimpse of it?
You, in that moment, you had seen just a couple. So now, because you have the best perception and the keenest eyes in general, as you look around, you very clearly see in the distance beyond the flickering light of the large bonfire, there are several shadows, at least a dozen.
A lot. A lot.
Circling slowly.
Would I recognize the shape of the shadows at all to get an idea if it's a creature or something or humanoid?
You do. Make a nature check as you get a decent silhouette. So you make a nature check to try to see if there's a particular portfolio you can associate. And you
That's not.
do, kind of. Their silhouettes seem to be roughly the size of a horse. They have a bit of strangeness to the body shape that doesn't seem entirely natural.
Oh, please don't be what I think it is.
They're quadrupedal and big.
Turnbart, how do I make my Eldritch
Big, are we
Cannon again?
Is it my
Do I just
mount?
summon it?
Yeah, when you click it, it summons it. No, I really should. I think for the meantime, I will just use your homunculus servant as a placeholder for it.
Oh, you haven't made a sheet for my cannon. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because it's not really a cannon. It's technically considered a weapon. You want it to be medium-sized, or do you want it to be tiny-sized?
A tiny sized.
Tiny-sized? Can do. So you would have a
And
tiny cannon next to you.
I only pick one. I only pick one of the activations, right?
Yeah, it's one of those forms. It's flamethrower, force ballista, or protector.
I'll take force blast at the moment.
Okay, force ballista. Always a decent choice for an artillerist. The padding eventually, the sound of creatures padding through the ashen forest gets louder. And you can hear now that a low sort of guttural growl.
Lugh casts haste. Before?
Cast,
Can
go
I
ahead and
can
roll
I
it.
can I make a would I do I know creatures? I forget. Like, was that part of my thing?
Wildlife, yeah. That materials, wildlife, and some architecture you're more familiar
Can I
with than others.
would I make a history or investigation check to see if I recognize that sound?
Make a history check.
Does that sound familiar to me?
You can also make a history check.
Can I do it with
Are you
advantage?
rolling that? I'm down to roll it, unless.
Well, you rolled nature.
Okay.
Rolled nature to identify the specific type of creature from its silhouette.
26.
We
20, so
have we passed by where I cast that fog cloud?
Oh yeah, no, you're very much because they were near the back of the wagon, so the fog cloud was over in the distance, and I'm assuming you would have disabled it after you got farther away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've set up a
It-
camp?
Yeah, they basically the wagons are circled. They made a bonfire in the middle so that there's light because right now, again, the trees themselves they're not normal sized trees. They're like redwood sized, fossilized trees. So they tower into the sky and cast a huge shadow across the place. So this fire in the middle of a fairly large clearing gives you all a good amount of vision. Otherwise, your human friend would be struggling.
yeah.
Would I, if we're having like a little
Wait,
bit
don't I have
of
dark
downtime
vision?
growling still,
Not the one having
could I
problems.
set up some traps along the perimeter?
I'm actually don't have time for that as I'm about to start the thing.
Yeah, aren't we also moving at the moment? How do we set traps
No,
while we're moving?
you
No,
have
we
circled.
stopped.
The
Oh,
wagons have
Stopped
circled.
because
And we
Also,
Make
my
natural
hit.
barrier.
I have a 20. I got a
yeah.
26 on the history check.
What
What's
what
going
does
on?
Lou know?
Lou, you recognize the sound. You recognize the little bit of description you got from Sioda. You recognize the profile of these creatures as you see their silhouettes, and as they start to step into the light, you notice that strange, almost rust coloration to their fur, and that little bit of metallic glint along their claws. As you realize, the party and the wagons have been surrounded as the moorbounders pounce the wild ones that aren't owned by anyone specifically, pounce out to meet the wave of very familiar wolf-like creatures.
Shit.
Full initiative.
What are these things?
We fought them
Oh,
already.
that sounded like it just farted.
What kind of
Metallic
fart
fart.
do you have?
That's an excellent question.
Not what I have is the problem. Trust me, I've heard people's farts and it's terrible.
I see.
But imagine what a wolf farting sounds like. That's
Like a
probably
dog.
what.
Yes, nameless. Lou again turns into a fucking god when combat begins.
Seriously, how?
woke up and
Yeah.
chose violence.
Basically.
Yeah, that's what he always does. Yeah, we're at the same camp as last time.
The only time you can rely on him is when it comes to choosing violence.
Hey, we're
Me
surrounded
hit
by the
shit
Gorgon
with
opsids
big
again.
stick.
It's the Gorgon opsids again. They're back.
They're not back. They're in different pack of them.
No,
Wolf
remember the
And there's
no,
more of
we
them.
killed a few of them, but a lot of them ran away.
Nope.
There's two of them that ran away, actually.
My bad.
Yeah.
Did not
So
mean
are
to do
the
that.
Moorbounders are wild or friendly to us?
Friendly?
Warbounders are on your side, but they are currently not with a specific master, so they're just doing their thing and fighting because
Guard cats.
yeah,
So
they're cats. They're massive
since me and
lions.
Lou held an action, does that mean that like we use our
You
action
can
now?
get off before I start the combat. You can get off a single attack. Though for Lou it might be more difficult because he has a sword.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna. Do I just roll to hit with it then?
Yeah.
Okay. what am I looking at? Does that hit?
Um,
25?
25.
20?
You do manage to shoot one of them. I'm assuming you would like to shoot the closest one.
Yes. Which one is that, by the way? I can't tell by this map.
Well, hold on. Let me scoot it a little bit. You shoot this one over here, or you could shoot this one over here, and those are the closest to you.
I'm gonna shoot the lower.
Shoot that one for 7
Fun.
points
Okay.
of damage. Okay. And what is a good I'll take this one maybe? Hold on, I have to stop this entirely. Wait, let's try this one.
I thought we gave the elf a name.
I don't know why it actually it did. I double checked it. It deleted the name for some reason. I don't know why.
Forgot to press
What
enter.
is this music?
Yeah, it was the
After
first time the binder of names came out. Binder of many names.
Binder of many names.
That's a lot of initiatives, Trombar.
That is a lot of monsters we're fighting.
Look at all those chickens.
Damn. That's a lot of dice.
Yeah, that's also for the Moorbounders
least-
and
at least
other NPCs we're dealing
At
with.
least we got like some
Alright.
NPCs on our side.
Let's start combat. Round 1. Nameless. You got a wolf.
Oh. Also,
Gonna use
Alpha
it.
looks terrible.
Hold on, let's put them in his building. There we go. Alright, Nameless, you got a wolf. What are you gonna do with it?
Okay, yum, 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 yum. I'm gonna come
That's very nice. Might
here
as well finish.
Mm-hmm.
and as I'm coming there,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of God damn it, Siota.
He's gonna come.
Don't make me
Everything in
laugh,
the
man.
world. Yeah.
Yeah, God damn it.
Just such a subtle.
As my
Just
wolf is running toward this motherfucker, I'm gonna just gonna jump off my wolf and
Uh-huh.
attack the head.
Yeah. Move yourself.
Oh yeah,
He did.
yeah, move.
Did
Oh, move your wolf. What the fuck?
Yeah, move
Yeah.
the wolf. The wolf is just
Like, he
behind
I
already
was
did.
looking at the wolf. Like, why aren't you moving? I can't see a dwarf. It's too small.
moved? Yeah, he
I
moved.
have
Luke.
moved.
There we go.
By the
That's
way, am I the
26.
tallest in our group?
The 26 does hit.
15
15 also hits.
Ooh,
and
Yes.
a 20.
20 also hits. 3 hits in a fucking row, dude.
How much
Alright,
life
so
does
that
it heal?
is... Oh, right.
Oh.
5 damage from
So-
the lightning damage from your orb, right? Is that what I said? Oh, no. The weapon thing you got. That's right. Very handy.
Yep.
Alright. So the
10
necrotic
plus
damage is
9
only on a
plus
crit.
11.
A natural 20. And 9, 11. So 30 points of damage total. You
So
almost instantly knock this thing. You instantly knock this thing to slightly less than half HP. You almost cut. You basically cut off its right foreleg, and there's just a little bit of meat left. Is
I just shouted
Like-
into his face. Yeah!
You doubted our power, Tarumbar.
make an intimidation check with advantage because you almost one-shot this thing.
Be damn hard too.
We have the high ground.
Intimidation.
no, you just
Technically,
have
you
the
still
damage.
have your wolf to.
16.
Oh,
And
my.
smite.
Okay.
Hey, make an attack with your wolf because your wolf also has haste, so it gets another attack as well.
The wolf didn't
Surprisingly,
even attack.
it is not intimidated. Growls at you angrily.
How many attacks?
I think your wolf gets 1 attack, and then with haste it gets another. The
So,
stat block.
Yeah. I
no,
have
it just has bite. So it has a
bite.
bite and it has an extra bite because haste. So two attacks.
Extra bite.
Natural one unfortunately misses. It bites the dangling bit of leg, but since that part is basically not even connected meaningfully anymore, it just tears
hungry.
off ineffectually. The second bite, however, it drops it and goes right for the throat for another 8 piercing damage. The large creature tries to roar, but it can't as its throat is being constricted in the powerful teeth of wildfire. Your
Wait,
turn?
how does choking work in D&D? Like, is it like a
Normally,
continuous damage?
no. Normally, a creature you suffocate after a number of rounds. 1 plus your Constitution modifier, number of rounds. Later, you eventually start taking. I think you have to make death saves if you suffocate. It takes several rounds to do it, or something like that.
Ah, okay.
Okay, the first moorbounder. The first of these large creatures is going to jump forward and lay into the poor elf. Bonus. Hey, anyone remember her name? You get bonus points. I remember her name.
Hold on. Let me get my
I
I don't think I didn't have my
journal.
journal then, so.
I don't take notes, so I never get bonus points.
Let's see what we got here.
I literally
This
never
one
take
is gonna
bonus.
bite and claw at her.
Emma. Her name's Emma.
Emma Haferschultz.
Let me see.
Haferschultz. Ooh. It lays into her with its teeth, grabbing her by the neck and then clawing at her stomach. Almost instantly, she falls limp.
Jesus.
Oh boy. Can someone save me?
Her name is Emma something.
Yes, I just said.
It was a-
You, dude,
I love
were you
it.
listening?
I just came out. I didn't hear. It
Second
just came out.
creature
Back.
comes bounding
blanked
around
out
the
for a
side, jumps over its ally over here. Actually, that's pretty much its full movement. Actually, no, hold on. It was here, so we get it there. So it actually ends up right here. Kind of gets stuck in the little cranny and looks at all of you. Emma instantly making a death saving throw.
Boy.
That's a success. She breathes heavily, but she is trying to hold on to her life as she is unconscious from the pain. This creature jumps forward into the space and instantly tries to take a bite. Meshuda.
Can I make a save against that?
19 to hit.
Okay.
19 to hit.
That ain't looking so good, machine.
And 18 to hit.
Oh, God.
Wait.
So
it's
both
like getting-
attacks, your armor class is 16.
Yeah.
You take a grand total of 24 damage.
24? Okay.
24. As the creature lays into you, in a nice way. Okay.
Can I do something against that as it attacks me or no?
You do not have a. I do not. Do you have a reaction? To that.
Let me see. I don't remember if I have a reaction. Oh wait, where's the carpet?
Your
I'm still on the
carpet can be like somewhere around here.
I'm on the carpet, I thought.
With you. Well, okay, but you're not flying up in the air right now, so it hit you.
Alright. Okay. So whose turn is it?
It's not yours. It's almost
No.
straight.
Almost.
Like 3
Okay, so,
turns.
so you do not have a reaction to use against it right now. You say so. I will move this creature.
I looked.
don't
I
worry.
didn't see anything. I
Okay.
don't know if I do.
Uh, On your next turn, you can start looking to see if you have the shield spell. Might save your life.
Oh
Creature
wait,
immediately goes for the
shoot, I
dwarf
do.
barbarian. Want to remember the dwarf barbarian's name?
No clue.
Lou, do you got
Had a
anything?
weird one.
Yeah, but he had.
So you're the only
All
one with a
dwarves
journal
know
at
each
that
other?
time.
Damn.
Excuse me.
Let me
Wow,
see.
these wolves are hitting attack rolls. Wow.
Just
The
laying into them.
barbarian, the dwarf barbarian who Lou met that one time, stands there and takes the hits like a champ. Fine.
Nope,
Right,
I
next
haven't
it's
read.
Straight and his moorbounder.
I haven't
Okay, that's
written
fine.
that one
His name
down.
was Haraldur Vorig.
Yep,
Let's
that's a weird
see,
name.
I'm gonna have my moorbounder do a what is it? Leap up to the ones north of us, which is more than enough.
Yeah. Moorbounder can easily jump over the bonfire, and I mean, if you want it to land on the wolf to like get a little bit of grappling action going on, I'd allow it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I was trying to do.
Okay, go
So
for it. The creature will attempt to make a dexterity saving throw as you hop on top of it. It not one fails. It is knocked prone under the weight of your moorbounder, suddenly jumping from behind the fire on top of it. Now let's move kind of like halfway there, and then you're riding the moorbounder, I'm assuming. You have advantage, and so does your moorbounder as you knock the creature prone.
right, and then claw at this one.
Hmm?
Moorbounder. Yeah, that is unfortunate. But
That is a miss.
oh,
Damage though.
it is with advantage though, right?
Oh, it is with advantage, so 15 damage. Hey, moorbounder claws, making a deep set of claw marks into its flesh. Go ahead and make your attacks with your fighterness.
What do we do? We fight. Let's see. Alright, longsword of wounding at the same one.
Yep, you have advantage. Go for it. 24 does hit for 7 points of damage.
And let's see.
I think you have another hit.
I do. I'm just trying to see what my maneuvers are.
Didn't we equip those nails we got from these guys to our mounts?
I don't think you did.
Ready,
You talked about it, but I don't think you did. Because that would require someone with the ability to. I don't even know what it's called. To put
Is-
special horseshoes on or wolf shoes.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Go ahead.
I'm
Slash
just
the
looking to
shit
see
out
what.
there.
I know. I'm just looking to see what my maneuvers are, since I am a
Oh
battle
right.
master.
Yeah. It
Oh,
almost never comes
Eh.
up.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. But besides two, I can't really do much with that. So yeah, I'll just do a second slash at it.
Okay. 15 does hit for another 7 points of damage. And
Oh,
with
Jesus.
that, it is knocked to slightly less than a half HP. You still have an action surge if you want.
Let's see. No, I'm gonna hold that off for now.
Okay.
Where did they?
Although, I mean, I
don't
could
remember.
do a tactical assessment, technically, for my maneuvers.
Go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's see.
Go ahead.
So, tactical assessment. When I make an intelligence, investigation, history, or insight check, you can spend one superiority die. So I can basically just tell what. Oh wait, no. What else do I have? Know your enemy. Oh, but that's me spending a minute observing creatures, so that'd be kind
Yeah,
of
you're not
hard to
observing
do.
it. Well, in a way, you're kind of observing it, but mostly you're just observing the way that its blood is running down your sword.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Doesn't be fighting these guys from the last session count as this?
No, so it does specify in the books that to observe a creature, you need to not be trying to kill it. Like you
yeah.
can't be in combat. You have to observe it passively.
So
Yeah.
under features, know your enemy. If you spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, you can learn certain information about its
Yep.
capabilities compared to your own. Game tells
Anything
you if
else
the
you would
creature
like to
is
do?
equal, superior. No. Can't even do tactical assessment because that's basically just you doing a check and basically observing, quote unquote. So
I would let you
that's
do it as a bonus action for combat ability checks.
Uh,
Kind of easy to investigate when you're cutting something open. Like an anatomy lesson. Battlefield anatomy.
yeah. What
Oh,
makes
wait,
it bleed more?
Where did Nameless and Nightshade get these weapons, by the way? Like these cool.
Tavern.
Oh, that was in that tavern that we showed up to out of nowhere
Pick
for
the
scouts.
swords.
Oh, okay.
We paid for the first ones, so be
Good fucking money.
yep.
Give
Cold
yeah,
hard
I'll do-
cash.
I'll do that. So let's see. Add a superiority die to
Okay.
see investigation.
Whichever's higher.
Yeah,
Although
basically.
in this, yeah.
See,
Whichever's higher.
superiority die. I'm trying to figure out where my superiority die on this thing is too. Doesn't really. tell
For
me.
your level 10, I think it's a D8. It's in the under features in superiority die.
There it is. D10.
Oh, D10, awesome.
Improved combat superiority die. Yeah. Let's see.
Improved,
Yeah.
bitch.
So let's see. Investigation. With
How many of those do you have?
I should have 4 to my knowledge.
Okay.
Let me...
So I put it in your attributes now. When you look at
yeah,
the
I see it.
resources, I put it in there. So you used
Yeah, I
one,
was
so
wondering
that's
where I
three.
was going to be using for that thing.
I think it's a short rest and a long rest. So yeah, there you go.
Let's see. Alright, so
At a D10. Wow. Okay. 15. It's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good with the D10.
what
15.
makes them bleed?
You notice that these creatures' hides are very fucking tough. And honestly, the reason why you and your Moorbounder pierced through it is that the advantage can be understood as, in this situation, as just the added weight of being directly on top of it and pushing downwards. That added little bit of gravity weight is part of the reason why you're puncturing it at all. It's extremely tough. And honestly, you get the sensation as you look at the glinting metal along its claws and the weird spikes along its back and the strange the strange purplish fumes that come from its mouth, which you recognized from last time you fought the things. Definitely the easiest way to kill it would probably be aiming for the eyes and going for the brain. Or maybe trying to get in the little, like, the armpits, essentially.
They are
That's
zombies.
usually the softest part. That's usually the softest
soft.
part of the body for most quadrupedal. Most creatures, period.
These guys are wolf zombies. Go for the head.
I mean,
Most things
easiest
die
thing
when
for
you go for the head. Alrighty, that would be your turn. Next up, we got the creature down here, which is going to go in and start slapping the shit out of some of these Moorbounders.
Yeah, that's a lot. So I don't think those Moorbounders are going to do pretty hot.
You'd be surprised. Bounders have some health to them.
Yeah, I know having one, but they're still going to get their shit rocked.
Yeah, Say that again. Alright. Meshuda, it is your turn.
Okay, I forget. Does my homunculus and my eldritch cannons action go after mine or with mine?
They go with the. It's technically afterwards, but yeah, at any point, you go or they go or whatever. It's all the same turn, technically.
Okay, so I am going. Shield's a reaction, right?
It's a reaction to getting hit.
Okay, I'm gonna you. Well, first of all, I'm gonna get on the carpet. Then I'm gonna use. I forget. Does that one do damage? Wait. I'm gonna use pyrotechnics on this thing.
Oh, cool. Okay. Go ahead and roll the spell. Okay, that is your action. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Are you using fireworks or smoke?
Fireworks.
Fireworks. The creature succeeds. It is not blinded.
Okay. Next is my homunculus, I believe, or
Cannon, technically, because
I thought they were both.
actually, well, no. Did you hold on? Yeah, you usually choose the homunculus servant for your infusion. So yes, you can use the homunculus servant. So go ahead and roll the attack. Have it move towards. Would you like to fly up on your carpet?
Yes.
How high?
How high can I? How tall is the thing?
It's like 8 feet at the withers.
What feet?
8.
I'm gonna fly up 12 feet. Or wait, no, 15.
Hold on. Your flying carpet has a flying speed of how much?
I didn't write that. I think. Where's it?
Flying carpet. It's a big one, right? Yeah.
It doesn't say how much height it can reach, though, does it?
Did it say?
The flying carpet has a movement speed of 30 feet.
Does it
You
say
can
how
move
high it
up
can
to
fly?
30 feet. It's a flying speed of 30 feet.
Bless you.
Is that the same as height?
It's flying speed.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes. You can fly high.
Flying high.
All right. So I guess I fly up 15 feet higher, and
So
and
15
then
feet.
and then should I do my homunculus or my cannon first?
Either one.
What did you say?
Either one.
Okay. I'll do the cannon first. And how does my cannon roll to hit?
Make an intelligence check. D20 plus 4 efficiency modifiers, another 4, so 26 to hit does hit, and then you roll 2d8 for your arcane ballista. Force ballista, 2d8. Nine force damage, and the creature is instantly pushed back 5 feet away from you.
Okay, and then my homunculus's turn. And what's it? Now magic's a reaction. And it's gonna use Force Strike.
Okay. You move the homunculus servant up in front of the large creature, and you punch it in the face with a tiny metal arm.
Okay. I clicked the roll. Did it work?
You gotta roll the thing.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I clicked it.
13 unfortunately misses. As it punches the creature in the jaw, the creature does not seem to notice. It's looking at you because you've flashed bright lights in its eyes and you've shot it with magical energy that it does not understand because it is simply a wolf-like creature.
Saying.
The more bounders down here are gonna collapse on this thing, and they're going to go ham. Wow, they really did go ham. That was a crit and a normal hit. That was very high damage.
Can I do shield?
Have not been hit.
Oh. Oh wait, so it's not against me, or?
Moorbounder. The Moorbounder is
Okay.
attacking.
Oh, the two of them almost kill this one creature. Okay, that's the other one, and then, okay, up top in here, this one kind of comes around, makes a leap, kind of, almost, just barely, it crashes against the side of the wagon, breaks off some of the window, as it goes attacking this dwarven fella. Let's see. Both of those attacks, the dwarf just the creature bites, the dwarf gives a little backhand to the underside of its jaw, and its jaw goes clacks together, and then it goes in for a claw strike, and then he just kind of bats away the pad and smacks it to the side. And the creature, in anger, will utilize its rare poison breath attack.
I love
Let's see what we
how the DM has added one of these fucking wolves for every session that he has failed to kill us.
Have I really?
There are 14
Yeah,
of these guys. Totally.
14. This is episode 15. Oh, I
We
guess
haven't
this one
finished the
doesn't count.
15. If you kill us on this
Are
one,
you sure? Okay, a 15-foot cone. It's your right. There. All right, Straight, you and your Moorbounder need to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw against poison.
Boy, okay. Let's see.
It's a low save. You'll probably be fine, right?
Don't say it like
Dwarf's
that.
fine.
Constitution.
Constitution. Yeah.
Constitution shave.
No,
Jesus Christ.
you shouldn't
No.
have said it like that.
Yeah, there are ways of saying it without saying it like that.
Oh,
my god.
both of you take 13 points of poison damage
Jesus
as the
Christ.
creature.
Wow,
There's a
that was
noxious
great.
purple fume.
Did it spit at them or bite them?
It's like a loud roar, but instead of roaring noises, it was a poisonous fog, kind of like spittle that kind of corrodes the skin. It's not a pleasant sensation, as you basically are cooked, chemically burned by
Oh,
this
boy.
poison spit. Okay, you marked
That's
that down.
enjoyable.
It's very enjoyable,
Trying to do
quite
it.
tasty. This creature is going to rush up and make its attack towards the Moorbounder. The first attack hits just enough to knock it down to 0. The second attack basically just hits corpse.
Why the hell did my portable hole come up? Okay, that's fucking weird.
That's funny. Okay, the one up here is gonna move. Yeah. Yeah, it'll move down here because the wagons kind of make a natural, what's it called? Barricade. Wagons are being used as barricades because that's what wagons do. The wolf over here, because it was in a bad position and it got caught up by Lou, is very upset. And it will also unleash its poison breath against you.
Oh, another Constitution save.
Lou.
Oh, gotcha.
Lou and your wolf have to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw against poison. Lou, you have advantage.
That's
16 does
plus
save. Now for your
3,
wolf.
19. That's 19.
Wolf. Ow.
Wolfie,
Holy
Wolfie.
shit. This thing rolled really high on the damage.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That's 7.
Your
You're not doing so well.
Lou, okay, so you have resistance to poison damage, and you succeeded on the saving throw. So you take 6 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Wolf takes 25.
Wow!
Yeah, when you first fought these things, they got really shitty damage rolls.
My wolf takes 25. 4?
25.
Yeah, he's
How much
done.
did Lou
He's
take?
gone.
Oh, your wolf got one shot.
That's 11 points of total HP.
Yep,
Jesus
it's just a
Christ.
wolf.
Does that
Alrighty.
breath attack count as a,
Charge.
no? Not charge,
It's
as
kind
an attack that can proc Sentinel?
Oh. I think Sentinel requires an attack roll. Roll the feat for me.
Here you go.
When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, I mean, an attack. So that would be an attack roll. You know what? Considering it just one-shot your wolf, I will let you make a reaction attack to smack it in rage because you are a vengeance paladin. Seems like a you thing to do.
Yeah, about right.
21.
I guess you're technically right there. 21 does hit for 12 points of damage, which is just enough to knock it down to 0, and it collapses as you cut off almost half of its neck. The other half just kind of swings to the side as it
That's for
falls to the ground.
wildfire, you motherfucker.
Still have movement, and I think you have another attack. All your attacks? Oh no, it's not your turn. Duh.
Yeah,
But you have.
it's
Oh yeah.
half.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's not your turn. I forget. There's a lot of monsters here. It just takes a while to get to turns.
I have
Ron
half
is
my
going
movement.
to do what he does best and hide in his wagon because he is a noble. He does not fight. He's just an NPC.
Hold on. How much do I move now? Because I have 50.
Can Alteron be useful for once?
He's an NPC. He's a normal NPC. He's not a hero. He's a commoner.
So I have 30 feet of movement. Do I? Yeah. Let's just move here.
Sorry, no moving for you. I thought it was your turn, but I forgot.
No, Sentinel when I.
Wow. Oh no, because Sentinel says attacks. So
Yeah,
that's why
I know.
let you do it.
When I attack, I have a feat. That is my paladin feat. That
Paladin
lets-
feature.
Yeah, one of my relentless avenger, I think. Yeah.
Roll it. When you make an opportunity attack, you can move up to half your speed.
Yes, this one.
Oh, so I was right. Yeah,
Yeah,
when you
I
hit a
can
creature with an
move-
opportunity attack, you can move up to half your speed immediately. Cool.
Yeah.
So I actually was right, just for the wrong reason.
Yes.
You can move 15. Oh, because you're doubled, right? So you have
30.
60 feet total, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So you can actually get up to here,
Okay.
or up to here, or yeah, pretty much whole area is covered.
I want to go down
anyways.
to prevent more bombers from dying.
Right. The Moorbounder down here actually gets another crit off on these wolf creatures and deals a shit ton of damage. These things are rolling really high.
Doing better than
Oh,
us.
if only my constitution saves.
This
Get
one
more
is gonna
better.
hop over and it's gonna make a nice little attack towards the wolf Moorbounder. That one misses. That one hits. The one that hit does not knock it unconscious or kill it. So it's still standing, albeit barely, because it's surrounded. Sioda, it's your turn.
Are these two considered fighting for the purposes of casting Charm Monster?
They are certainly hostile to you.
Then I will cast Wind Wall. Trying to make a sort of like a curved he shape around Straight and the other guys?
Kind of.
Turumbar. I just looked through all my
Oh
shit.
god, these
Start
templates are
off with
horrible.
4 superiority die.
Yeah.
I gain an extra 1, so I have 5 total. So
Oh,
It
nice.
says I can
my
curve the
bad.
wall around.
Go ahead and change it.
I
Yeah, I know. Cool.
Um,
Let me.
because I
I see
wanted to
it.
curve up towards this one while
So
avoiding
that
Straight
kind of like
and
this kind of thing.
yes, higher up, going up this alley. I don't know if you can see my measure thing.
I
I'm
can see
pointing.
the measurement,
Yeah, blue one.
Yeah.
like right here in the middle.
I mean, there is this poor elf
Yeah.
lady right here that's
Yeah.
fighting
I'm
for
trying
her
to
life.
avoid her because it's only 1
Yeah.
foot thick, the wall.
Mhm.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense.
so
When the wall
trying to go
appears, each
straight
creature
down this
within the
hill.
area, which does hurt the wolf creatures, have to make con strength saving throw or take a certain amount of 12 bludgeoning, half on a success. Okay. So strength save for this one. DC 16. It failed. That one. This one that is pinned is gonna make a strength save. I'm gonna say it makes it with disadvantage because it's still pinned under Straight's Moldbounder. It fails for another 12. And mighty battered, as it's literally battered by the wind. This one succeeds, only takes 6 points. The last one fails, taking the full 12 points.
And as a point
Yeah.
of reference, it should prevent fog, smoke, and gases from passing through it. And I assume that would apply to their breath.
So it would, because their breath attack is a cone of gas,
Cool.
basically.
And then
It's
as a bonus
poisonous
action, I
gas.
would want to cast Healing Word on Emma.
You cannot cast a leveled spell as a bonus action if you cast a leveled spell as an action. You can
In which
only
case,
cast a cantrip.
Shame.
Okay. Um, in that case, I will. Heck, I'm going to like duck
Get cantrips if you have
over
a bonus
here,
action cantrip. Okay.
and if I can bonus action hide, I would.
Sure,
If
go ahead and make a stealth check.
yeah.
It's
Fair enough.
fairly stealthy. Not your best, but it's fairly stealthy. All right. Let's see. This Wolfie is going to attack another Moorbounder. Wow. That definitely hits and crits.
Yikes.
Instantly knocks this Moorbounder down to 0.
Okay.
Shit. That's not good.
I mean, they don't have a lot of health to begin with.
I mean, if we lose
I can
these
tell you as
more
much.
bounders, can we even move our wagons?
Have to find out. That
next
misses
time.
both of its attacks against the Moorbounder. So good on that one. Haraldar's turn, as he is a raging barbarian. He's gonna do what a raging barbarian does best and smack the shit out of some people.
He's very pissed.
He's gonna attack the one. He's just gonna go reckless. Advantage on everything. He's a beast barbarian. Wait, didn't I make him a beast barbarian? Path of the beast barbarian. He gets 3 claw attacks. With advantage on each. So all the 2 attacks hit. The third one is a crit. For a grand total of 31 points of damage. Which almost knocks this one out as it drops pretty low. It'll be his turn. Finally, the big chief wolf thing stalks forward slowly and is going to attack the Moorbounder there. Yeah, that would instantly knock that one out as well. And it will use the rest of its movement to just kind of move a little bit closer. Top of the round, to Lou.
Cold. Take a food. Hold on.
I don't think you see the health bars, do you? Yeah, you don't
Nope.
see the health
I
bars.
can't.
So I need to knock out the ones that are knocked out, except for poor Emma, because poor Emma is making death saves.
Where is Emma, by the way? How far is she
North
from
of
all of
us.
us?
We're like
Hold
surrounded by
up.
like four of them.
Yo, DM, what are you doing?
Oh, I was wondering why you kept putting random cones on the ground. I'm like, what is going on? I thought it was me. I'm like, what the hell?
No, I'm trying to see if I can hit all of these motherfuckers.
Oh,
I just realized Siota just trapped Emma with the other one.
she's already unconscious.
If
So
I put it here,
We
can
still
I
have
get
to the
all
wall.
3 of them? Technically?
that's what it looks like. Cone intersects with all of them. I mean, I'm
Okay,
sure it looks funny, but yes, you can hit all of them. Because if I did this,
let me
oh no,
just...
dang it! Hold on, I gotta flip it like this. Yeah, I can flip them.
So it's 40 until here, and then 15 until here. So I can get here. It is good. Then I'm going to do bindings ice.
I'm just binding ice.
Rhymes binding
Very nice.
ice, yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
I don't know why it's there, but okay.
That's okay.
Just delete it.
Cause it always puts it at a 90-degree angle, and
Yeah.
it doesn't do. Yeah, it's one of the few
So,
things about Foundry that's confusing. DC 17 con save, or take 5 cold damage and have their speed reduced to 0.
yes.
Alright, so the big boy is gonna make a save, and it actually fails.
If it
Wow.
fails, it's not just the damage, it's also frozen in place.
Its speed is set to 0 unless it uses an action to break away. Let's see. The wolf over here is gonna make a con save. It fails. So its speed is also set to 0.
Okay. The last one.
And the third one is going to make a con save. It also fails, takes 5 damage, speed is set to 0. So these 3 are incapable of moving. The damage already rolled when you cast the spell. It rolled minimal.
Oh, come
Rolled
on!
5 out of a total of
Seriously!
out of a total of 24, you got 5 damage.
So, that's what is that? Is that a action or is it like?
It was an action to cast the spell from the
So I
focus.
have
So
my
you have a
just
haste
haste
action
action.
attack.
Okay. My inventory. 19 to the beat guy.
19 would hit.
Yep.
For 5 lightning,
9.
5 piercing, and 4 lightning.
Rolling really
9.
low on extra damage stealth, though.
Yeah,
You
his
know
damage
what?
rolls have been pretty crappy, but at least he's hitting.
Hold on. Where is my yeah, dragon touched
Will hit like a bug. A BMW bug.
spell slot. Okay, I have to do spell slot. Let's just put smite in
A bit full
it.
of smite.
Yeah.
You're doing a second, first level smite.
Your focus doesn't affect radiant damage, does it?
No, doesn't.
Fire.
Let's do it at second. So another d8.
Mm-hmm. Second level spell slot, so remove that slot, and you did 12 extra damage. That's good.
Not bad.
Burning ice, the creature is hindered by ice formations. Has its speed reduced to 0. Okay, good to know. Let's see. Right, your wolf's out. That one's gone. This one over here is incapable of moving past. Wait, it can move past, right, or through the wind wall. Um, each creature within its area when it appears. The strong winds, smaller flying creatures can't pass through. So it's a large creature, so it can pass through. Okay. So it will actually, it has to make an athletics normally, so it just won't because it's kind of stuck. So it's gonna go this way. And then it could try to jump that. So 10, 30, 45. How much? Yep, it can just barely get over there. And then we'll use the last 15 feet of movement, and that would that get it far enough? It would not. It would be jumping on another, so it still can't get out. It's just kind of
Yeah.
like it's kind of just prowling around, frustrated because its companions are blocking its way.
You ha 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 ha.
This one down here, however, has no such issues, so it moves through, and it's going to make a couple of attacks toward one. You know what? It's gonna do a claw attack towards the Moorbounder and a bite attack to straight. So
We are losing more bandits left, right, and center.
gonna
These
claw the
Moorbounders weren't ours,
Moorbounder.
though.
Oh my god!
Are you trying to kill us?
Double 20s.
Shit.
How much HP your Moorbounder got? It's got 17. Your Moorbounder's unconscious.
Straight
Clawed
through?
rather heavily. Poof. Straight. It bites towards you. 26 hits. Make it invisible. Straight.
Jesus Christ! I left for a second.
You traumatized him. You traumatized him so
God.
much. He left.
Straight.
Oh, like
26.
I was. Oh my God.
Hits you with the 26.
Okay, 26. Yes.
You only take 10 points of piercing damage.
It
It double
it knocked
crit
my
against your. It double crit against the Moorbounder. It got 2
your
net
strength
strength
save, or just okay.
Oh,
How much
no,
damage
you're
was it again?
fine. You take 10 points of piercing.
Okay, so
Yeah, your poor Moorbounder. Knock the fuck out.
So both Lou's Wolf and Straight's Moorbounder has to make death saves.
Well, no, Lou's Wolf is magically summoned, so the moment it hits 0, it's just gone until he resummons it. Straight's Moorbounder is a living creature, and so it makes death saves. Technically. Right. Emma, speaking of, has to also make a death save. She succeeds again. That's 2 successes in a row, so her breathing stabilizes. She's not completely there, but she's definitely more stable. Meshuda, you are 15 feet up in the air. So, and there's a homunculus servant in front of it. So it's going to back up slightly, which would trigger an opportunity attack from the homunculus servants, so it can make a force strike.
Okay, let me roll that. So how does the channel magic
Ow.
reaction work?
It's not a reaction, it's an action on its turn. It can
Well,
cast
channel magic says it's a reaction.
Okay, so no, what happens is you cast a spell as an action with a range of touch, and it uses its reaction to cast that spell on a creature it touches. So it takes your action to cast, and then it uses its reaction to deliver the spell. So yeah, nat 20 does hit for 7 points of damage.
Damn, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Does my focus extra d6 come to effect when I use the Rhymes Binding?
Divine Smite? No.
No,
The
not
Rhyme's
smite.
Binding Eyes?
Yes.
Weakened Dragon Touched Focus. Whenever you use a spell slot that deals acid, cold, fire, lightning. So no, not this because when the focus uses it, it does not cost a spell slot.
Alright.
So
Okay.
when you would have to cast Rhymes Binding Ice using one of your own spell slots, and then you get the bonus d6.
Can I do that?
Your next turn, yeah. So the creature moved back, and then it's going to move the 10 feet forward, and it's going to jump towards you. And because it has a pretty high strength modifier, high jump rule is strength plus 3. No, wait. Yep. It is able to jump up, and it kind of catches onto the edge of your carpet, and it tries to pull it down, but it is not heavy enough to force the carpet to sink down. So it will make a single bite attack towards you with disadvantage as it tries to keep its footing on the carpet, which does not want it there.
Did my Eldritch Cannon get a reaction too, or is it just
Your
making
Eldritch
it-
Cannon is not a creature. Well, your homunculus gets reactions because it's technically a construct type creature. Your turret is an object and does not have opportunity attacks.
But I couldn't. But I couldn't.
The wolf creature, you couldn't know. It was just the homunculus. The wolf
Okay.
creature, the natural one, and it instantly falls back down to the ground off the carpet as it gets shaken off.
This carpet.
Good carpet. Alrighty. The wolf creature that was pinned under the Moorbounder will have its movement to try to stand up and attack straight. And now that the wolf is no longer incapacitated because grapple, it is going to attack you with advantage. Because it has an ally next to it.
And it's pissed.
And surprisingly, didn't actually hit. Misses.
It's a bit too pissed.
Let's see. It's your Moorbounder. Well, no, it's not dead. Straight, it is your turn.
Straight. Hey, Jade.
I had to leave for another sec, and my computer was being slow. Let's see. Okay, so the one that attacked me tried to. I'd like to hit it back.
This is the one that took out your wolf, your Moorbounder.
Yeah, I'm a little bit pissed, but I'm not. But I can't rage
do
since I'm not a
not
barbarian.
blame you. I would like to rage.
I would like to rage.
Right, let's see. So,
Can't do Grog's voice.
oh shit. Let's see. That didn't go well.
9?
Uh.
9.
9 hits.
Yeah, for an attack, that's not gonna go well.
I think there's a 15. Their base is 15.
What has a 9 AC?
Not a lot. Unfortunately, the 9 would miss.
Yeah, let me attack again real quick. There it
22.
is.
It does hit.
Well, definitely, yeah.
But for some reason, gave me just shy of max damage both times.
It's okay. So you're gonna hit the healthy one. 9 damage. Want to put a maneuver or action surge on it?
Fuck it, let's send it.
Send it in.
Let's send it.
See. Where's it? Oh my god, why is my computer being so slow right now? There we
It's
go, okay.
mourning the loss of your Moorbounder.
I know.
Action surge.
Unless,
and then-
unless I heal it before it dies. Actually, wait. Seoda
Before
could
it
bring it back to
Go
life, right?
for it again.
Never know. Oof.
God damn it, you.
Buddy, 11's not gonna cut it.
You would.
That's an
I mean,
oof.
Emma hasn't taken any.
Technology, you have failed me again.
Hmm.
You get
No,
your another attack.
you have another one. Another one.
Swing and a miss.
Another
Let's
one.
see.
And a
Time's a
swing.
charm, right?
Time's the charm.
It's
Okay.
fourth time.
Oh, come
Nope.
That
Oh
is
on!
gosh,
sad.
that's the worst
Sad.
one.
Because it's a.
Swing so hard, you have to pull your
Uh,
arm back, or else you would have run the risk of slashing your moorbounder.
oh boy.
Hit
Hopefully you
or
Don't
stopped
need that.
yourself.
miss. It's actually miss.
Just swing
Big
so
ol'
violently
miss.
that he only
Yeah.
hit one of those.
Okay. Oh my god. The moorbounder bites the dust.
Another one that bites the dust.
Failed its death saves.
Everything's a JoJo's reference. Well, no, it got smacked the shit out of it.
When you get hit when you're dying, you automatically fail, right?
Get hit while dying, it counts as a crit, which is 2 failed death saving throws in a row.
So does it have one more it needs to roll, or is it gone?
You don't know that. Just know that the moorbounder went down. Alright, Meshuda, it's your turn.
Okay.
It's
How
just
much
flying
can I-
higher.
How much can I move?
30 feet of fly speed.
How far is the Moorbounder's body?
Straight's moorbounder?
Yes.
35 feet. You could be 30 feet and you'll get right next to it, but you'll also be...
Emma hasn't taken any hits, has she?
Not yet, no. It kind of knocked her out, and she is currently gasping for survival, bleeding everywhere. They're kind of going for the rest of you now.
Messy. Okay.
Yes, they're very messy.
Kind of rude.
Poor Emma. Every time we are with this caravan, Emma gets knocked out.
Alright. I'm gonna use Thorn Whip.
Ooh! You're gonna fly up before you cast, or are you just gonna cast it?
Yeah, I'm gonna fly up a little bit more. About
much
5
more?
feet.
5 feet
5
more?
feet more.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Thorn Whip on the. Do I see the other one,
One in
or
front
is
of you.
it just the one?
Well, there's the one in front of you.
Okay, so I
And
cast
whip
Thorn
has a
Whip.
range of... Yeah. So yeah, go ahead.
Pulls them towards you, doesn't it?
Ooh. 25 does hit. And, creature is large. You pull it 10 feet up, so it does technically take a 1d6 extra falling damage.
Does it land in the
Want to roll the
fire?
d6?
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, are you pulling the one next to straight, or are you pulling the one that was in front of you?
In front of me.
Yeah, so one in front of you. It takes a total
Ugh.
of 6 piercing and 5 bludgeoning.
Okay, and then cannon. It's 2d8, right?
Or what?
For the cannon.
Oh, the cannon, yes. So you have to make an intelligence ability check. Add your proficiency modifier.
Do I add my proficiency modifier to that?
Actually, you could just roll Arcana check because that's basically it. It's your intelligence ability check plus proficiency modifier. 14 does hit. Roll 2d8 force damage. 11. Jesus.
Okay, and then 4 strike.
From the homunculus as it gets pushed backwards, and the homunculus misses sadly.
So base AC is 40.
Yes. Big one's a different story.
Big one.
Speaking of,
See?
Anyone see my helpless self, by the way? Just me fighting this thing? Just by myself.
okay, this wolf is going to attack the dwarf. It has advantage because the dwarf used reckless attack. So the first attack misses regardless. The second attack is a crit. The dwarf takes half damage. So he's fine. The chunky boy. This one is going to leap over. And it's gonna just kind of slink past and into the encampment. This one realizes that it can't really get to Meshuda, so it's gonna... It's going to be very frustrated because it's kind of penned in where it is right now. So it will move down over here. I mean, it could dash, but it doesn't have anywhere to dash to, so it's just kind of like prowling. Okay, that one's gone.
Did I see it pass by?
This one over here is, yes, you did. This one over here is going to use its action to break the ice, and because it used its action, it doesn't have an action anymore, and it's going to move away from the strange figure who casts ice. Oops, that's too far away. There we go. Alteran is chilling. Wolf over here is gonna come closer, and it's gonna bite the shit out of Lou, and it gets back tactics because Lou's surrounded. Yeah. Lou, what's your AC right now with haste up?
It says 22, but I don't know if it counts. It's 22 flat. I don't know if haste is counted or not.
Hold on, let me.
Sorry, your base
Yep,
AC is
22
22?
flat. When he has haste up, it's 22.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Does it hit?
So the first attack, actually, base AC is 22. The first attack hits. You take 9 points of piercing damage as it bites you.
That's it?
Yep, that's it. Those are actually quite deadly. The poison breath is even worse. Sioda, it's your turn.
Um,
Call.
I don't know. Seeing them coming through here now, I would want to, as a bonus action, cast Healing Word onto Emma.
Okay.
No, I'll do straight Moorbounder. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Moorbounder, kind of laying there, sadly, unconscious, breathing heavily, and
What's the
suddenly,
word, by the
straight, you
way?
watch as its wounds start to knit together. I don't think he's named it yet. 5 points of healing is enough to bring it back to consciousness. As
I
it
meant,
kind
what's
of.
the word that she says?
What's the healing word? Shut up. Heal for 5 HP. Great, your Moorbounder is back to consciousness.
And then for my action, I would wild shape into the spider.
Spider.
Spider-Man.
Yoda becomes a
Spider-Man.
giant spider.
I don't have 4 hit points as a spider.
I don't.
No,
Oh,
not
because
my-
when we used it last, I forgot I had to heal it. There you go.
Yeah.
Like,
That would
how did you
suck.
take damage while doing wild shape?
All right. Go ahead and that's your full turn, I guess. And let's see. Well, you can move. What would you like to move?
Yeah, I move down there.
Okay.
Movement speed 30. Okay.
Do it.
Do it.
Thou shall not pass.
Yeah.
Yeah!
All right. This wolfy boy is going to continue around. Let's see. Hold on. So it's gonna go here. Here. Oh yeah, it can get right up in there. It's gonna get right up in there.
Come on, join the party.
I love how he starts laughing. Both attacks miss. Keep laughing. Awesome. Wasted
Fucking
paladin
paladin.
is tanky. This one is gonna come up just a little bit, and then it's gonna breathe some poisonous breath on you. Make a con save.
No, hold on. This one?
Yeah.
he
Oh,
has to.
right. It's also hidden. You're
Yeah, he
right. It was
has
hit
to
by the ice.
break
So it has to
ice
use its action
first.
to break out of the ice, and then it moves up a little bit, but it doesn't do anything else.
Yep.
I think Lou is very screwed at the moment.
No, he's okay.
I mean, the things have been missing him a lot, so maybe not that screwed. The good old barbarian over here is gonna slash the shit out of some wolf's creatures. Gonna go reckless as always. Wow. That one goes to 0. One
He
also goes
rolled
to
a 0?
0. No. Both the wolf creatures go to 0 HP, and then he's gonna kind
Oh.
of clamber over the dead body of this one, and he's gonna punch the last one, which does hit, for 11 points of slashing damage. Where am I? Big one is going to roar, and its fur kind of bristles and grows, almost changes color in a way, as it unleashes a flurry of attacks upon you. Starting with a bite.
Hold on. He has to break the ice first.
It already broke it on its last turn.
He didn't.
Yeah, he
Did.
did.
That's why it's over here.
He did.
It was originally like over here.
No, it was there because I specifically came
It
here.
was here. Yes, it
Okay.
was here. And it used its action, broke out, and then it moved up next to you, which allowed these two to benefit from pack tactics. And then now it's going to take its turn, finally attack you. 23 hits.
Yep.
Gotta make a DC 16 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
DC what?
16 strength save. DC 16. Ooh.
That's 10 plus 3, so 13.
So
Yeah, point.
it's
Hold
gonna
on.
unleash a flurry of claws upon your poor body.
Never
Gonna
mind.
unleash a flurry of claws upon your poor body.
Oh, gosh.
Both of those hit. Oh, also, so from the bite you took 14 points of piercing damage,
Oh, okay.
and from the attack from the claws you take a total of 32 slashing.
32 and 14, so 46.
Fine. Top of the round, it's your turn. You are surrounded, good paladin.
I
I'm
don't
down
see
to
why
40.
he got himself into this situation.
Big guy. I'm coming after the big guy. Big guy, where's my inventory? 1, 2, 3. 3 attacks against the
Duh.
big guy.
Are you gonna vow of enmity or anything on it?
Um,
Has been smacking you around like a rag doll.
I'm ready. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Give yourself permanent advantage against that one creature until it dies.
Oh,
3
wow.
times in a row. Oh no, 4 times in a row. 5, 6, 7 times. Okay, so advantage. 27 hits. 18 barely hits. 24 also hits. For a total of 9, 10, 16, 24, 32, 38 points of damage total. As the electrical currents scatter up its form and send its muscles twitching, its body, it roars at you as it, tries very hard to right its aching body, which tries to convulse in different directions.
Hold on, I'm not
You
done
deal a
with you.
significant amount of damage. It's not down, but it sure as hell looks like it's gonna be.
I'm not done with you. I'm gonna put
It's meat.
2 divine smites, 1 at level 1 and 1 at level 2.
Okay. Wow. Double 8s. The that is enough to knock it out completely. Your divine smite, and everyone can feel the kind of unique explosion that comes with a properly timed smite. As you cause its body to cave in, you break its muscles and bones under the force of your radiant power as it falls to the ground. And I'll let you make an intimidation check because you killed something that you had targeted with your vow of enmity.
I just wanted to say I look back at the pack and just stare them down.
I already know how you roll, buddy. I know how you roll.
You know my vibe check, man.
Make an intimidation check
Oh,
with
my.
advantage.
Ooh.
14.
That's 14.
3 of them are pretty damn intimidated. 2 of them are not. Say that the 3 that are here that are actually injured are the most intimidated. 2 over here who are still pretty much full HP look like they're gonna still fight you.
Bring it on.
So this one and that one?
Yep.
Yeah, those 2 are not terrified. The other 3 are reasonably intimidated. The creature over here is gonna make an attack towards Straight because it thinks the Moorbounder's still unconscious because it's on the ground. It's gonna attack Straight. Bite and a claw. Both attacks hit. What's your AC? Straight.
Straight is dead.
They
No.
got him!
Oh, that thing hit like a truck.
Straight. Dude.
Straight cuts.
It's so hard to slide a
Nightshade, buddy.
Straight.
Nightshade, if you are here, just know that you're unmuted.
DC is 20, right?
You are muted, sir.
He is very muted.
Alright, what's happened?
Oh, there you go. I just
You
pinged
just
you
took
too.
a lot of damage.
It's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Got hit.
Let's see.
Got hit by a bite and a claw attack because it thinks your Moorbounder's still unconscious, so it's going for you.
Well, that's fine.
What's your
It
DC?
rolled really fucking high. Take 10 points of piercing from the bite, 20 points of slashing from the claw.
3 total?
30 total. It did not crit.
Well, I mean, there's good news somewhere.
This wolf boy is going to try to, yeah, it actually can jump through and kind of poof inside of this area. It's available and it's going to attack you from behind.
Yes.
First attack hits for 13 points of piercing with the bite, and the claws miss.
Right, I am looking bloodied.
Yes, I'm sure you are. Emma gets to make another death saving throw, and her first failure. Her breathing is still pretty shoddy, but I mean, she doesn't look like she's about to fall dead anytime immediately soon.
Not yet.
The creature in front of Meshuda is going to rear back again, do another forced strike with your homunculus.
Okay.
15 does hit for 1 point of damage.
Flicks it back.
Right. And it's gonna forward and it's gonna jump and ooh. And it barely holds on to the edge of your carpet and it's gonna make a single bite attack with disadvantage. 16 to hit.
If it's the same as my AC, does that go to the attacker or the defender?
If it meets, it succeeds.
Oh. Okay, that hits, I guess. But do I get an attack of opportunity or no?
No, attack of opportunity is when it moves willingly out of melee range.
Alright, what's the damage?
12 points of piercing damage from the bite. It kind of grabs you by the foot and chomps down. and falls back down again. Okay. One's gone. Straight, your moorbounder shakily stands up and slaps towards the wolf that had originally knocked it unconscious. It hits and
Better.
hits it pretty freaking hard. Doesn't knock it out, but it definitely hits pretty hard. It's your turn now.
Let's see. Alright, so I got 2 surrounding me. Well, hopefully that means it's easier to hit. Let's see. Go for
Right or the left?
let's see, which one's more bloodied? The one on the right?
The one on the right, definitely. It's also the one
Fucking
that
attack
knocked your
is
mount
it?
unconscious in the first place.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely getting it, boy.
Bad boy. Mac.
Let's see. Alright.
Damage kind of sucks, but damn, the net 20, net 1.
Spicy boy.
okay.
Alright.
Creature, you slash so hard, the right part of its jaw bone kind of falls loose a bit, and its jaw kind of hangs. It's hanging on by a thread. I'm not just talking about the jawbone.
Alright, let me attack again then.
That is enough to knock it unconscious entirely. Dead, as the case would be.
Right. Let's see. Wonder. Should I try to get away from them? Mostly because of Warbounder or not.
I mean, you could move separately from your moorbounder.
Yeah. I would like to try and tell my Moorbounder to
Fuck off.
move away. I also know that if I
Don't you have, like,
to-
bait and switch as a maneuver or something?
unfortunately I do not have that one. Now, well, that was also before I had my Moorbounder, so thanks for giving me an idea once I can actually switch with my shit. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately I cannot.
Alright. So if that's your turn,
Yeah, I mean, I know that it's gonna have attack of opportunity if my Moorbounder moves out of the way, which is a reaction, so I can't use my own reaction. Well, could I? Since I am a fighter who fighting styles interception.
yeah, if it takes damage, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage it takes.
Okay. Even though an attack of opportunity is a reaction, and I'd be doing my interception as a reaction as well.
It works. It just says as long as an attack roll is aimed at a creature within 5 feet of you, you can choose to intercept the attack.
Yeah, I'd like to try and do that. And then, let's see, do I have anything that could help it? Oh, that's right, I also have parry. I keep forgetting some of these maneuvers, too.
Yeah, yep, you got a lot of options as a battle master.
It's nice, but... let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna tell my Moorbounder to move to, let's see, here, out of the way, because well, if it does try to give an attack of opportunity, the,
Well,
what is it? Orgonaut Spid? Or the, creatures we're attacking, if it tries to do an attack of opportunity, I will try to use my
certainly
reaction.
will
against
make a
that.
bite attack towards it. It definitely hits. So you can
let's
use your
see.
interception. A
Uh,
1d10 plus your efficiency bonus, which is 4. So roll a d10 and then add 4.
Fucking son of a bitch.
That is only rolled 7 on the damage, so you are able to completely deflect the damage. You slap its teeth away. You get your sword and you ping on its teeth, which causes it to recoil in pain slightly.
Actually,
And
I
the
have a
Moorbounder
shield, so I
bounds
use
away.
that too.
You could
Are
use
you
that too.
cool?
I figured you would have wanted the sword. All right.
Whatever though. Yeah, that's fine. So
The wolf
how much
creature down
damage?
here. Oh, it didn't take any.
Oh, okay, cool. Not that.
You completely negated the damage it would have taken. The one down here is very low on HP, and it's gonna run away like a coward. Should I?
Okay.
Oh, actually, I did forget to mention, it doesn't just run away. You notice that there's one of the Moorbounders over here. It takes the Moorbounder in its teeth and runs away with its body.
Which one?
The
The
one
wolf.
down here.
Can you pinpoint it for me?
All the way down the bottom left.
Ah, sorry. Thank you.
Sorry, Robert, hang on. I'm having troubles with my mouse because apparently it does not know how to work.
It's not out of the map yet, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
And then what do I roll for the Eldritch Cannon again?
Arcana.
So how much did I recover?
Heal for 10.
Then we roll the Arcana check.
That hits, and then roll 2d8. That is enough to knock it unconscious. As the ballista shoots so hard, it goes poof, 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 away.
Okay, and then channel magic through my homunculus to heal me as well.
You cannot. It uses your action to cast a spell, and then its reaction to deliver the spell.
Okay. How far can my homunculus move?
It has a movement speed of 30 feet flying, 20 feet if it's walking.
Okay. I'm gonna have it move towards Siota.
Yellow.
Go ahead and do it.
Did it move? I clicked it. What happened?
Oh. It hasn't moved yet, no.
Okay.
There you go.
Wait.
Moved it for you. There we go. Now it's acting.
Can I put it by Siota? Okay. Thank you.
The Moorbunder's gone. That Moorbunder's gone. That creature's gone.
A lot of things have died.
The creature in front of Sioda is not happy that you're deciding to get in front of it, so it's gonna hit you with the bite. Gonna hit you with the claw. And it's gonna breathe some poison on you.
C is 14.
AC 14, both attacks hit. The spider takes 23 points of damage total.
Still spidery form.
The spider has to make a con save against a poison breath. Technically, I think the homunculus does as well. I think it's immune to poison though because it's a construct.
I am probably
Yep. 14, you succeed, but you take 11 points of poison damage because half.
I am no longer spider, and you've ruined all of my plans.
Instantly
Wait, she really has
Oh,
to watch
again.
it back after that?
No, I can one
become
more
a nominee.
time, but it's an action to do so.
Oh, okay.
Aye. Why would you do that to me specifically? I'm joking.
Get hacked. Alright. Let's see, this thing is down for the count. So this one's gonna leap over its massive body, and it's gonna claw the shit out of Lou. Hey, prison.
I think Lou's gonna die. I don't know.
Prison does not want to work. This is upsetting.
How many?
The bite attack hits you for 5.
Uh-huh.
Claw attack misses you entirely.
Mm-hmm.
And the poison, you have to make a con save with advantage.
Poison. He attacked me twice, then spat at me? What the fuck, man?
Massive cloud of purple poison. Notice some of them do have the ability to spit poison, not all of them.
That's
Seeds.
20.
So, you have resistance to poison damage in addition to succeeding on the save. So instead of 23 points of poison damage,
Mm-hmm.
you only take 5.
Okay.
Water resistance is a fun thing. What is this one? That one's done for. This one's the one that was. Oh, it's another injured one? Oh, I see. This is the one that hasn't gone yet. Is going to. You know what? A dash past all of this because there's a lot of stuff going on and it doesn't know where else to go. It can get over here. Gonna dash and then it's gonna see Meshuda. Actually, no, because Meshuda's up in the air. So it doesn't see her. It's gonna go underneath her and then we'll get it right. 20.
Wait, wait, if it goes that way, doesn't it mean my Monkus gets attack of opportunity?
16. Yes, just barely.
And me?
No, because you are 20 feet up in the air. So it'll
Okay,
get
so
it
let me do
here,
my
and then
how-
it gets past, and it'll get here. So the homunculus does get an attack of opportunity, and then it sees Straight and his Moorbounder, and it's going to square up against you, but it already used its action to dash. That misses,
That hit?
unfortunately. This is a miss. Theron is just chilling. That one's gone for. Aha! This one behind Lou is going to smack towards him. A bite and a claw.
Ultron is doing a lot of chilling.
We need to get Eltron out here.
What is he gonna do?
Die
The
instantly.
claw attack
Exactly.
misses. Claw attack misses, but the bite attack does hit for 17 points of piercing damage.
Shit. That's a lot.
Crit.
That's 17.
17.
Okay.
Alrighty. Sila, it's your turn.
Alright,
Such an intense battle, you guys.
I'm just going to conjure animals.
Okay.
And I will conjure 2 giant vultures.
Right. Where are you gonna put them?
I will put 2 on either side of this one.
You summon a giant vulture here. You summon a giant vulture here.
Yes.
And I'm guessing you want them to peck.
Peck this guy with their pack tactics.
See, it makes one with its beak and one with its talons, so it's gonna Advantage. It's peck, 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 peck. A peck and a talon. Natural 20 on the beak, and an
Yeah.
18 on the talons. Let's see. So that does hit on both accounts. It is 9 points on the. Oh, I'm sorry. You should have rolled. Okay, I'll let you roll the next one. I should not have rolled this for you because it's yours. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I kept
No,
thinking,
it's
oh, it's a
cool. It's
monster
cool,
roll.
man. It's
No,
cool.
his dice roll higher. That's why he wants me to roll.
I've been getting a lot of nat 20s on these monsters. Like, holy shit. I've been rolling a lot of 20s.
Yeah, we need to
Forgot to
stop
turn
him.
off your fudging add-on.
By the way, why is
That's. I've
why is
turned off
Nightshade
the
being
fudging
muted?
add-on. Use the other vulture.
Okay.
So,
So,
I'm gonna leave this one. Righty. Oh. 6 misses. The 23 hits for a total of 8 piercing damage. It is fairly low.
sweet. And then bonus action is how far away is Emma? Yeah, I'll move up a little bit and healing word Emma.
Yeah.
That's a spell. Never mind. I can't do that. I'm cheating
Yep,
again.
you can only do cantrip as a bonus action if you have a bonus action cantrip. You could still move away from the giant wolf.
I shall do that. I will go this way. Is that 30?
This wolf creature is going to be very startled by the sudden massive birds, and it's going to attack the sudden massive birds. Bite and a claw towards the one on its right. Armor class of 10. Health of 22. And holy shit, instantly gets knocked out of combat. The vulture's gone. Vanishes into magical particles. It used its full turn though, so
Poofs out of existence.
this one was down here, and that was one of the ones that was intimidated, so it's gonna choose to run away. And there's a body of a moorbounder here, so it's going to grab the moorbounder's body and run with it.
Motherfucker.
Food, man. It's all about the food.
Don't I get the opportunity attack?
You do, because it was there. Oh, and you have Sentinel, that's right. Wait, hold on. Was it?
Sentinel, if I...
Was there? No, it's way too far. It's over here.
Okay.
We're literally surrounded by beasts or monsters. It's pretty hard to, anything else.
If
within
any
melee
of
range.
these 3 motherfuckers move, I get to hit them.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? You get a sentinel reaction against this one because it attacked the vulture, and the vulture was in 5 feet of you. Because the
Oh.
vulture was right here. So
Then I
yeah,
will
you can
attack
avenge
it.
the vulture. Avenge the vulture.
Avenge it, I will. 15.
15 does hit for 12. It is not. It is not. It is not at 0 HP, but it is dangerously close.
Let's put a divine smite in it.
Level
1.
instantly drops to 0. Because it only had 2 HP left. Alright, the barbarian is gonna go up in front of this one because that's the only one that's closest to Emma, and he's gonna punch the shit out of it. Yeah, he's always going reckless. I mean, what kind of melee barbarian doesn't go reckless? A crit and 2 hits in a row for a total of 16, 23, 29 the damage.
My wind wall is gone, by the way.
Oh, you dropped it? Alright.
For the
Alright.
vultures, yeah.
Right. Okay. Wall's gone, so he would definitely step up to protect Emma. And he punches it crazily. The big boy is down. Top of the round. Lou, it's your turn. You are surrounded and pretty low on HP. What are you gonna do? Your paladin.
Do I know which one of these guys goes first?
Or
which one
I
is
mean,
Beladia, at least?
You can suss out that There's so many of these things.
And I
Aha!
can.
This one moves after you. The one on your right moves later.
This one,
One on your left.
the one on left.
Sorry, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me double check. Okay, no, I was wrong. The one on the right moves later. Moves earlier. The one on the right moves earlier. So this one moves first. The other one moves after.
Uh, hmm.
I know it's a lot, but keep track of all the things you can do in your character sheet.
Hmm. Let's do something crazy.
Crazy, crazy.
What's the range of hold monster?
Their attack reach is I think
30 feet.
5 feet
5
hit.
feet.
Like 5 feet of within themselves, around themselves, they can hit.
No. But what's the range that I can cast it at?
I'm sorry. What are you casting?
Hold monster.
Oh, Hold Monster has a casting range of like 60 feet, I think.
60 feet.
Pretty. Hold on. It's a pretty good large spell. Hold Monster, 90-foot range. So any creature within 90 feet, you can cast Hold Monster.
Okay. I'm gonna cast hold monster on this guy.
It has to make a Wisdom saving throw. DC 17.
DC 17.
Yeah. Is it DC 17? I guess it uses yours. Oh yeah, it does use yours. That's why.
It's 17.
18 Wisdom save. Paralysis. Survey says it failed. I'm not surprised. It has a terrible wisdom. So it is paralyzed.
Then I'm gonna move down here to take this guy.
Hey, the other one's gonna make an opportunity attack against you.
Okay, go for it.
Gonna hit you with its claws. 24 does hit.
It hits. For how much?
For 8 points piercing.
How
Sorry,
much?
slashing.
How much?
8.
8 total.
Yes.
Uh,
I would like to remind you, you're a paladin.
that is 5. I know I'm a paladin. I'm trying to keep this fucking wolf from stealing our warbanders. I'm gonna attack this guy.
It's your haste action. Your haste attack.
Yes.
Swing.
Swing and don't miss.
That hits for 13 points of damage. Not down.
And 10 temporary points to me.
Yes. Oh, wait, it does an extra 10 necrotic damage.
Yes.
That's enough to knock it out entirely.
Yes.
Oof.
And it heals me for 10.
Does not heal you. You gain 10 temporary HP. Not heal.
It's still it's a 10 HP
It's
that I
useful.
can
Good,
use.
though. Alright. That's your turn.
Yes.
This creature is going to... it's going to try to run away. Because it's been battered by a barbarian.
I swear to God, if it tries to take one of the Morbanders,
It instantly gets knocked unconscious. Because the barbarian hits like a truck. So it only gets this far, then poof, collapses. You get the benefits of being hidden by a massive wolf body. Emma makes a death saving throw. And she fails a second time. Wow, that's 2 successes, 2 failures. It's on the ropes,
Somebody heal that guy.
guys. The wolf, the moorbounder. Oh, Straight's moorbounder is gonna make a claw attack against wolf in front of it. That is a miss. Straight, it is your turn. Nightshade, I think you're muted. I think you are. You are muted. There you go.
Sorry, I was muted again. Let's see. Alright, my moorbounder. I'm gonna... Oh yeah, I had totally forgot about my sword. Each
What was that?
each round after I hit it, I totally forgot that I had to make a save. Was it?
Oh, you have a sort of wounding.
Yeah. Let's see. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack using this magic weapon, you can wound the target. At the start of each of the wounded creature's turns, it takes 1d4 necrotic damage for each time you've wounded it. I totally forgot about that.
Is it once per turn? I could have sworn I did it once per hit. Once per turn?
Well,
Okay.
so it's technically once per turn after I've already hit it.
Yeah.
And so if I keep hitting it, it just builds up 1d4 necrotic damage after.
That was the intention.
I
That
totally
was the
forgot about
intention
that.
of it, because the official version is kind of bad.
So let's see. Well, I'd like to keep hitting that son of a bitch then.
Good. We'll say it already has 2 wounds on it, so that's another 2d4.
Let's see.
Ooh.
So close to
Roll,
getting that.
roll 2d4.
Are the volume controls for the music global? Like, is it just for me or is it for everybody if I turn
Well,
it
that's
lower
rough.
or higher?
If you lower it, it's for yourself. If I lower it, it's for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, because it
I
just
turned
came
it up
out of
and then it
nowhere.
went down and I was like, oh, I'm annoying somebody.
Let's see. Well,
No, when
that's
I switched
unfortunate.
the songs, it set the volume almost to max, and then I turned it back down, so it kind of threw everything off. So yes, 2 points of damage.
Let's see. And then I hit it with the 19, so next round, if it's still alive, extra one, right?
This one over on the bottom left corner is gone from the map.
That
The
one.
more bounder in
Gotcha.
its mouth.
That one, the whole was a whole monster by me. This one
You
here.
targeted this one.
No, this
Targeted
one
this.
here.
Wait,
Here.
what? Holy shit! So the other one had an opportunity attack against you. Oh my god. 5 HP, dude.
Break that motherfucker back.
I am nice enough to not get a top, but do the attack right now, because if I did that, you would have been out cold. Fucking wolf food. Sure, that's your turn.
Okay. I move towards the one down towards Lou. And can I move my homunculus, the one towards the moorbounder?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try and shoot it with my crossbow.
25 does hit for 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay, then let me roll the Arcana check.
Then, 11 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, and then I'll roll for the other Gorgon opposite.
A 12 unfortunately misses.
Okay. Trumber, are you cool for playing for me for the rest of the game tonight?
Yeah, if you need to go, because this fight's almost over. Oh, I can't believe that took so. It's already almost midnight for me. Jesus.
1 a.m.
It's nearly 2 a.m.
You
for
want
me.
to just stop here? We could just stop
No,
here. I mean,
no,
Yeah.
no. You
No,
guys don't
I
have to stop.
actually I am a bit tired. We can stop. Yeah,
Yeah.
pick it up.
And there's only a couple, so we can start
Yeah.
up next.
I don't mind going, but if everyone votes for it, I'm fine to pick it up when we get back.
Yeah, we can pick it up next time. Clean up the fight and then continue with the session. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Thank you all
sorry,
for
guys.
playing. Dragged on a bit longer than I expected.
I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to
Oh, you're
stop the
fine.
whole
It's
thing.
Nah, I'm tired too, man. I'm sick.
Yeah, it is
In
pretty
case
late.
you guys
It is.
forgot.
Alrighty. So let's put a stopper on this. And we'll see y'all in
And
the next episode.
bye.
All right.
Well,
See